Other side of Lamangelo. Passing situation. He starts moving to the near side where he dumps it off over the 30. Caught at the 35 before tackled and brought down by Austin Flake. That was Carlos Juarez-Reyes, who was there for a 7-yard pickup. Lamangelo ready on his first completion. Makes it a much more reasonable, now 3rd down and 8. Trying to move the chains here on the first possession after receiving the opening kick. Going back into the pistol. Savoy is deep. Lamangelo, well, his running back just lost his footing, and it's going to be a little bit more difficult.
Yeah, that was a... I mean, it was a reasonable, 3rd and 7 to go right there, and then, they had that little false start, so now it's going to bounce back a little more, and, these... the Prospectors of Apache Junction, they had that, they were able to get that pass play and, gain a couple more yards there, but now they move back. I think they gained as much passing yards as they did that they just got on this penalty, so bringing it back to about where it was.
Favorite targets are Ben Valenzuela and Garrett Garcia as Lamangelo runs off the near sideline with the play, facing 3rd down and 12 here in the opening paragraph of this ball game. Again, both teams trying to recover after tough losses as the Prospectors take the kick and are now facing 3rd and 12 here with a shotgun snap. Lamangelo drops back with time, starts to get pressure, now throws this one over the top where it's going to be grabbed by the aforementioned Garrett Garcia. It's good for a 15-yard, make it a 20-yard gain, and enough for a Comfort Fit Denture first down.
Yeah, great job by Lamangelo there, to be able to sit in the pocket and, give his time, for his receivers time to get across the field. Those cross-field routes, they take a while to develop because, they got to be able to get, through all those lines of defense. And, he was able to stay in the pocket there and complete a really good pass there. So good job by these Apache Junction Prospectors to start off, this drive pretty well.
18 yards on that gain. Push it out to the Apache Junction 48. No score, 9:50 to play as there's Savoy tries to go over the right side, spins away from one tackler to get into Snowflake territory, and then it's brought down at the Lobo 44 after a gain of 8.
Yeah, good job there by Savoy. He was able to bounce through that little hole that he had, but good job by that line. We're able to hold it a little bit, and give him a little bit of time to get through there, and was able to make that spin move and guard, gain about a couple yards there.
Lobos had him at 3rd and long, but then a connection between Lamangelo and Garcia moved the chains, and now into Snowflake territory, facing 2nd down and 2. Again with the pistol, Savoy is deep. Lamangelo turns and gives, puts his head down at the 45, and then forces the pile toward the 40. Well, they're going to say it was over to the 42, but it should be enough for a Comfort Fit Denture first down on the gain of 3.
Yeah, good job by that Lobo defense. They've had a couple of, decent, bigger plays on them tonight. That time they were able to get that stop there, but big first down there for these Prospectors. They're being able to drive this ball pretty well so far lately.
Same formation. Man on the right, I believe, is Joseph King. As again, Savoy is deep. He has 6 yards on 3 carries. Now accelerates over the 40, tries to get to the left side of the lane, and again uses his inertia to take him about 4 yards beyond scrimmage. Pretty good run there on first down as they're starting to really chew into the Lobo defense.
Yeah, this is about the same thing that, happened last week with these Lobos. They were able to give up, they give a pretty good kick return, like these Prospectors had here, and, Ayla Gilbert just drove down the field on them on that first drive, and here's what, the Prospectors are starting to do a little bit of the same thing.
Same formation. Garcia's on the right as they fake the give to Savoy, looking in this direction as it's caught at the 30, right around the yard marker. Nice job there by Christensen to make sure that there's nothing after the catch, but this looks as if it's going to be enough for a Comfort Fit Denture first down.
Another big first down pickup there by these Prospectors, but also a good job by Christensen. That tight end there for these Prospectors is a pretty big dude, so good job by Christensen, be able to bring him down with that leg tackle. And
believe that was Ruetz on that reception as Lamangelo 3 for 3 for 32 yards. Got 4 carries for 10 yards from Isaiah Savoy. Those are the 2 big playmakers for the Prospectors as Apache Junction has it 1st and 10 on the Snowflake 30. No score, 7:47 to go here in the first quarter. Savoy again gets the carry, tries the right side, nearly runs through a couple of tacklers, but still takes it down to the 25, a gain of 5.
Yeah, good job by Savoy. Was able to scoot through the line there and get a good pickup game of 5 there. So
Savoy, I think, maybe the quickest running back that Snowflake has faced this year, and that includes everybody that was at Cactus, as he's getting quite a running start. starting about 7 yards behind the line of scrimmage here. Now waiting in the pistol, 2nd and 5. Again, give it to him. Goes to the left side. This time stopped for a short gain. It'll be 3rd and 4.
Yeah, good shot. Yeah, good stop there by the Lobo front, or maybe there's linebackers there. You know, were able to get him down for only a 2-yard gain. It looks like 1-yard gain maybe.
Going to call it 3rd down and 3. Did not see an awful lot of Apache Junction's kicking game as we were out here during warm-ups. This very well may be 4-down territory with 6:45 to go in the first quarter. Again with Savoy deep in the pistol. Lamangelo from the shotgun with receivers on either side. Takes the snap, turns, gives Savoy again, trying the left side, and is able to burst through. Still on his feet at the 15. Nearly broke away, I should say, but eventually brought down on a nice play by Rapier. But it's a Comfort Fit Denture first down.
Yeah, good run there by Savoy. You know, he's able to squeeze through the line there and pick up a big first down here for these Prospectors. I mean, this is a big, you know, and a time-consuming drive here for these Apache Junction Prospectors on the first drive of the game.
Well, a big hit on Jordan Mowers. That might be a candidate for the Deemer's glass shattering hit of the game. Just not used to calling that from the offensive side.
Yeah, exactly.
Oh, well, the official is begging for attention. I did not notice. The flag is resting at the 12. And it looks as if this is going to go against Apache Junction. It might be for a little extracurricular. Perhaps Savoy was a little too impressed by the trucking. I'm speculating there again. I was looking to see who he had run over. But that flag is going to move it all the way back to the 22. 1st and goal from the 22. No score. This is the opening possession as they turn and give to Savoy. Again tries the left side, but this time it's congested well there by the Lobo defense. Gain of 4.
Yeah, good job there by that Lobo defense. You know, only to give up about a 4-yard gain there, but this up front here for these Prospectors, I mean, you're able to be able to push these. I mean, these Lobo defensive frontmen are not pretty. I mean, they're not small. I mean, these guys are big. I mean, these guys are pushing them back, you know, far into the, looking like they're pushing them back into that low linebacker stance. So this is a good job by these Apache Junction Prospectors to start off this game. I know I've already said that, but Snowflake, you know, they're not really used to being driven on so much, you know, on the first drive of the game.
This had started with a 3rd and long that was converted between Lamangelo and Garcia. Now 2nd and goal from the 18, but before they can get the playoff, whistles are blown. And see a flag come out again.
Well, no, it was first down. It was okay, hang on. They realized the first down, okay, and then we had a dead ball foul. And they were, how far were we in? We were inside the 10, weren't we?
So we're just talking to Tyler over there. He said it should be first.
They're trying to figure out as we eavesdrop.
Where was the ball? Inside the 10?
Whether or not it's an and goal situation, it sounds.
Okay. Yeah. Okay, because it was inside, there was a dead ball foul here. He realized the first down.
So he got the first down, it sounds like the white hat is saying.
We got to have the change up then, right?
I don't know what they would change. Because he got the first down, and then it was a dead ball foul, so it should be 1st and goal.
Exactly.
All right. Yep. Hang on, wait till
Well, it looks as if everybody has said their piece.
it's 2nd. It was not. Hang on, Joey. Hang on.
They got the yard markers up.
It's gonna be 2nd and 7, yeah. Okay.
Just all the refs. This didn't look like they were all on the same page, but got it all together.
Okay, so just to get you caught up here, the 17-yard run was good for a first down. Then there was a dead ball foul, so now they're saying it's 2nd down and 7 after a 2-yard run. I don't think that's the correct call. As Lamangelo moves the pocket to the near side, tries to unload. Instead, he's going to look to run, steps away from one tackler back at the 25, and then falls forward to the 20. It's going to be a loss of 3.
Yeah, good job by that Lobo front. I mean, they were able to, jumped off their feet a little bit, but, they were able to hold their own and, lose about 4 yards there by these
So at the risk of sounding as if we're being critical, I'm just trying to understand because the first down was had.
Exactly.
And then there was a dead ball foul. So that would make it what would have been first and goal from inside the 10, I think around the 7, because they pushed it back to the 22 where they are right now. It would have been first and goal from the 22.
Exactly.
But they've decided against that, and instead it's going to be 3rd and 10 with 5 minutes and 25 seconds to go. Spreading it out a little bit. Lamangelo a threat to run, remember. 6.8 yards per carry as he's the only man in the backfield in a 5-receiver set. Drops back on a designed run, and he's going to cut it up over the 20 to the 15, pick up a block at the 10, and then finally be brought down. Now, here's how that decision was such a huge one for the Lobos, as there's a flag waiting at the 10, but this, as it were, would be a comfort fit denture first down, though this seems as if it's going to be a hold or a blocking infraction, but I don't believe that is correct, and as it is right now, it is a pretty big deal, as it seems as if Apache Junction has already developed an understanding going through the stages of grief and quickly landing on acceptance. Well, nope. Okay, so once again, this is going to be first and goal after what should have been a stop by the Lobo defense. And if anybody in the chat can help us understand what we are misunderstanding, that would be well appreciated, because they ran for the first down and then called a dead ball flag. And unless one of the parts of the conversation that we could not hear was that was not a dead ball personal foul. Instead, now it is first and goal after it looked as if the Lobos had picked up a stop.
There you go.
So as it is, first and goal from the 10 after it looked as if the Lobos had picked up a stop. Savoy, after his quarterback gets 12, needing 10, runs over the right side and gets to the 5 for a gain of 5.
Yeah, good job there. I mean, that was a good blocking up front. Again, I mean, you've been pushing and shoving a little bit after that, but good run there by Savoy. Pick up 5 yards here and keeping this drive going, and a time drawing drive here by these Prospectors. I mean, 4 minutes and 4.5 minutes left on this clock. I mean, they started, I'm not sure what the time starts with in high school, but.
High snap brought down by Savoy, runs to the left side, this time brought down for very little gain. Believe the first person there was Munoz for the Lobos. Now it's another huge third down. The Lobos have already allowed 3rd and 12 to be converted, 3rd and 10 most recently. And now they're facing 3rd down and goal from the 5 after stopping Savoy for no gain. He already has 10 carries for 42 yards. This drive has gone on for 8 minutes. But, again, not completely understanding what was determined. And the Snowflake sideline didn't really respond with any sort of anger. But it seemed as if they had got to stop. As Savoy now standing on the right side of Lamangelo, who's going to run this one to the right side and get tripped up at the 5. Brought down there in the open field by Matt Brimhall, 4th and goal for the Prospectors.
Yeah, great open field tackle there by Brimhall. I mean, he was able to get under and trip up his legs and just, get basically, that would have been a touchdown. If he would have get around that probably would have been a touchdown. But yeah, great job there by Brimhall, and great job by this Lobo defense, to give up bring it to a 4th down here. I mean, they've had this drive going for a long time, so hopefully they'll be able to get a stop here.
Does not look as if the Prospectors have a field goal unit coming out. 4th and goal from the 4. Actually only gained 1 yard. They've been running right and left and right and left. As Savoy now moves to the left, Lamangelo's running in that direction. Looks as if he's trying to cut it back up along the near hash as he runs toward the goal line and is in. Touchdown, Apache Junction. Lamangelo with a 4-yard gain, though this drive marked by controversy after it seemed as if the Lobos should have picked up a stop on 3rd and goal from the 17. Stopped Lamangelo at the 10, but the officials had decided that the dead ball foul after Savoy had run for a first down did not mean that it was an and goal situation. So Apache Junction, as the clock is running at 3 minutes and 5 seconds, nobody's noticed. The clock is still running as a low snap is brought down. The kick is up, and it's good. And they stop the clock 8 seconds later. 2 minutes and 54 seconds, but we'll see if they're going to change that. 7-0, or was the Prospectors' extra point not good? All right, nobody knows what's up here. We'll figure it out when we come back. Lobos trailing after a long drive. It's Shola Ford's presentation of high school football on iTalk1067.com.
Mountain Mobile Auto Glass and Tint now has 3 locations to serve you. Snowflake, Lakeside, and now Sholo. And with over 85 years combined experience in auto glass and over 40 years of combined experience in window tint, you can trust the experts at Mountain Mobile Auto Glass and Tint with your vehicle. Call them today.
Just call 536-5972. Mountain Mobile Auto Glass, cash back to you.
After the touchdown, the clock continued to run. They lost at least 10 seconds. There was an extra point that was good, so it is 7-0 here on the Northland Pioneer College kickoff. When it's time to kick off your college education, do so at the school with the lowest tuition, as McCray is going to take this one near the near sideline, start running to his right, and take it to the 27. So the Lobos, who had the defense on the field, it's tough to say for how long because, the clock just kept going. But it was somewhere in the neighborhood of a 9-minute drive.
Yeah, that was a long drive there by those Prospectors on that first drive of the game. But let's see what these Lobos offense, come out and do. Maybe they'll do the same thing, or maybe, who knows? I mean, we know this Lobo offense pretty well. They love to run the ball. So let's hopefully, maybe they'll do it here tonight.
Easton Butler is coming out with running backs on either side, 2 receivers moving to his left. Had much more success running the football when they started doing that earnestly in the second half. Has a hard count. He's got an extra tight end going away from the receivers off to the right. Now takes the snap, fakes the give, pressured. Sidearm throw is easily intercepted by Lamangelo. Trying to get to the far sideline where he runs out of bounds. And it's an early turnover for Easton Butler and the Lobo offense.
Yeah, that was just a little mistake. That was just a mistake there. I mean, Butler got drilled. I know he couldn't see well, but still, you just got to tuck that ball in there. This is the first play of their offensive drive. Just tries Mahomes throw. You didn't know where he was throwing it to.
Nothing there.
Lamangelo, he just scored a touchdown and, just got his interception here. The kid knows what he's doing, knows how to play football. So let's see what they can do now. But that's not a great start there for the Lobos.
So after being on the field for almost 9 minutes, 1 play later, the Snowflake defense is back out there. 1st and 10 for the Prospectors from the 36 of Snowflake. Again, working from the shotgun as Savoy gets it out of the pistol, runs to the left side, and he's in the open field, and he's gone. Touchdown, Apache Junction, a 37-yard sprint for Isaiah Savoy, and the barn door has opened here against the Lobos.
Yeah, once he broke he broke a couple tackles there, but once he broke away from that tackle from number 42 of the Lobos, he was just gone. This kid's speed is outstanding. Rapier, he was gassed. He wasn't even close to coming up to him, but, these are 2 big touchdowns here for these Prospectors, but these Lobos gotta wake up. We've had a long bus ride down here, but these Prospectors aren't asleep.
Extra point is up and good, 14-0 with 2 minutes and 30 seconds left. It's Sholo Ford's presentation of high school football on iTalk1067.com.
Hey everyone, it's Joe G from Horn Auto Center and the Deuce of Clubs in Sholo. People are saying to me, hey Joe, what's going on with these used car prices? Well, we have to use live market value when we take people's vehicles in on trade. We're giving top dollar right here at Horn Auto Center, using live market value, what vehicles are selling for in the last 90 days. Horn Auto Center, the Chevy and GMC store that saves you more.
Early 14-0 deficit for the Lobos, familiar territory from where they were a week ago against ALA Gilbert North. 2 minutes and 30 seconds to go. And by the time they had come out for their 4th play, I believe, they were down 14-0 last week. This week, for their 2nd play, they're down 14-0. As this is the Northland Pioneer College kickoff. When it's time to kick off your college education, do so at Northland Pioneer College. You pay the lowest tuition in the state. Low kick, taken on a line at near the 15 by McCray. Runs over the 20, looking for some blocking help as he remains upright. Goes over the 25 where he is met by 4 tacklers and will be roughly the same field position for Snowflake, which really needs to get the offense going. Again, 2 touchdowns for Apache Junction, 1 play run by the Lobos. Time of possession is somewhere in the neighborhood of 9 minutes to somewhere in the neighborhood of a few seconds for the Lobos as they trot back out trailing 14-0. Going to have two receivers again coming out wide left. Split backs on either side of Butler, whose only attempt right now is an interception. This time going to give way to McCray. Tries to run up the center of it all, gets over the 30, and has a good 4-yard first down, or 4-yard gain on first down.
Yeah, good. I mean, well, it looks like these Lobos are in their fast speed. I mean, here we go again.
Drops back, comes back to Davin McCray, caught near the 39. That's good for 6 or 7, and is going to be a Comfort Fit Denture first down.
Yeah, these Lobos love going quick. I mean, here we go again.
First down.
Handoff this time, McCray runs over the 40, stays on his feet. He's at the 45, trying to make another man miss as he crosses midfield, and is going to have a Comfort Fit Denture first down on a gain of 12.
Yeah, great run there by McCray, but I mean, it looks like there's a flag on the field. It looks like there may be a holding call, but yeah, that was a great run. You know, he was able to run over that defender and pick up like 5-6 more yards after he ran over that defender, but great tackle there by Elijah Edwards too, you know, drive him out of bounds and lay a pretty good hit on him there.
Offense, number 8, 10-yard penalty from the start. 50 first down.
Holding was whistled against Davin McCray. As here you see him outside of the screen right now, and well, we don't know. So instead, it's going to be a gain of 2, make it first down and 8, or at least we assume it's first down. Heaven knows, as they are showing first down. And right now, with the two receivers going out wide right, again with split backs on either side of Butler, who's going to drop back, looking to pass, throw it to the far side, run up and caught by McCray, as they're going to emphatically signal that he did get underneath it, make that a 5-yard gain.
Yeah, good.
Oh, back at the 45. Okay.
Yeah, great grab there by McCray though, but here we go.
Another sidearm pass to the sideline, and it's quickly brought down. That was on second down, and what they're calling 5 again because McCray was spotted back at the 45. So make this now 3rd down and 2. Third down and a long 2. Got the two running backs on either side of Butler, who's going to try to throw this one, looking for McCray, and it's again intercepted. This one brought down by Elijah Edwards, and Snowflake is really shooting itself in the feet.
Yeah, I mean that's another. I mean, I don't know. I mean, Butler kind of just like he just stared down his receiver the whole time. That corner there, Edwards. You know, he was just able to pick it up, but yeah, just a not great start here for these Lobos on these 2 first offensive possessions, but. Hey, great start for these. These prospectors here of Apache Junction. I mean, this is a big game to come out and put up 14-0.
Minute and 2 seconds left here, 14-0. Apache Junction is already leading as there's a looping snap, but brought down by Savoy, who this time is going to be trapped at the 50, but still somehow spun all the way back out toward the 46.
Yeah, that was a good run. I mean, you know. Yeah.
So a favorable spot takes him out. Well, they're going to say it was a 6-yard gain. Initially, it looked like they were going to tack another 2 yards on it, but make it now 2nd down and 4. And I believe they still have to get one more play off, as the Lobos have only been able to stay on the field for a couple of minutes. And that's about as many touchdowns here that the Prospectors have thus far. Savoy is this time going to run over the left side and charge over the yard marker for a gain of 5 and a Comfort Fit Denture first down.
Yeah, another hard run there by Savoy. You know, he enters those holes. I mean, full speed. You know, he just takes a lot to get taken down. So, yeah, I mean, these Lobos. I mean, this first quarter, it's coming to an end, but not sure why the clock's not running. Now it is, but
they do not need to get a playoff. And Apache Junction looks as if it is content to take a 14-0 lead into the second quarter. Have 2 interceptions, 2 touchdowns on 2 possessions, and have right now made this thing all Apache Junction. I are on Cholo Ford's presentation of high school football on iTalk1067.com.
At Summit Healthcare, you'll find a level of care you might not expect from a rural hospital. We've recently received 5 stars from CMS, a prestigious ranking that less than 5% of facilities in Arizona earned. Our cancer center has proven its level of advanced care with a national accreditation from the Commission on Cancer. And we continue to add more doctors and services so that you don't have to leave the mountain to find the care you need. At Summit Healthcare, we're elevating care here at home.
Who sells the #1 truck in America? Sholo Ford. That's right. Not only do they sell it, Sholo Ford is the best place to buy it. Why? Guy Hatch guarantees it. In fact, he guarantees you'll get the best deal on your next Ford car, van, or SUV as well. It doesn't matter what you buy. Sholo Ford has the best deal. Sholo Ford on the east end of the Deuce and at sholoford.com.
That needs to be moved.
14-0. Apache Junction with the lead here to start the second quarter. Drive started after the second interception and forced turnover. It's right now been the Isaiah Savoy show. 13 carries, 90 yards. He has a touchdown as they turn and give to him, trying to find some room over this right side on a first down carry that takes him over the Snowflake 40. And might be good for a gain of 2.
Yeah, it's up 2 yards there, but I mean, good job by that Lobo front. I mean, this guy's been kind of running over him a little bit already all night, but they've been able to hold him to a little bit of, been able to hold him a little bit, but
say it's just a 1 yard gain. Go back to that first drive. The Lobos had come out and forced a 3rd and 12, but a long completion of 20 yards to Garrett Garcia got that. Then a bewildering, what should have been 3rd and goal from the 17 on a run stopped at the 10. Instead is going to be a first down and then an and goal situation in a determination that we still can't understand. As there they fake the give to Savoy, turn it out and run a boot to this near side where over the 35 goes Lamangelo.
Yeah, it looks like a holding
and
penalty.
they got a flag down at the 40.
Yeah,
but go back to that first drive when, again, we are having a hard time getting an understanding of what had happened there, but that is going to open the door for a 4th and 4 conversion after 2 3rd and longs to get the first touchdown.
Number 58, 10-yard penalty.
Holding flag whistled against Apache Junction is going to move this back to midfield. First play for the Lobos was an interception, and then a 37-yard run to score it and make it 14-0. And now facing 2nd down and 20. Got 2 receivers going out wide right, pistol formation with Savoy deep. Again, 92 yards on 14 carries as they move the pocket over to the far side. Ball's caught and then hung on to by dear life as a nice play in the open field there by Cooper Rapier.
Yeah, great open field tackle there by Rapier. I mean, that was a quick pass outside of that receiver, and he was able to get there and bring him down right from where he was. I mean, great job by Rapier. Receiver almost got away from it, but
that's now 4 of 4 for Lamangelo for 34 yards. Second catch to Carlos Juarez-Reyes. As this is another throwing situation, you would assume. The Lobo defense desperately trying to get off the field for the first time, trailing 14-0, 10 minutes and 15 seconds to go in the half. Lamangelo ready to work from the shotgun. He has Savoy on his right. Trips coming to the near side with a single man out to the closed end. Drop this one back where they're going to throw this down the seam, and it's intercepted. Taken away by Braden Lewis as he's going on the far sideline of the 40. Crosses over midfield. He's still on his feet. One man to beat as he steps inside. He's at the 30. Lewis is at the 20. 10, 5. Touchdown Snowflake, and there are no flags. A Mountain Mobile Auto Glass touchdown on the interception and a 70-yard return.
yeah, that's exactly what those Lobos needed there. I mean, pick 6, I mean, nothing else better you can get than that right there for the defensive side. I mean, this defensive, they needed to pop out this game, and, they just did. I mean, great job there by number 5. What's his name again?
Lewis. You're watching.
Yeah, my bad.
As they were just dialed into Garcia, looking at him up the seam the whole way, and Lamangelo threw a nice pass, but unfortunately it was just telegraphed, and Lewis was able to run underneath it.
Yeah, it just read his eyes the whole time. Was able to bounce through a couple tackles.
Right here, we got to get the extra point that's up and good from Sam Brown. As they're taking a look here, got one huge block and then this nifty cut running away from offensive linemen. And there's very little they're going to do to keep Lewis. And after he was able to get through all of the congestion around midfield, the Snowflake D-line, which remember, they don't play both ways, they were able to put hats on all the offensive linemen and just reverse roles.
Oh yeah, they flipped that field quick. I mean, great job by that Lobo front. Great job by that whole Lobo defense. I mean, that's a huge score right there. I mean, this is they had that gap real quick, but here it is. I mean, they're starting to close it in, but here we go.
Well, not only does the Lobo defense get a stop, it's also able to get some points. Now, if it can just get off the field in short order, this would be a much, much different ball game.
Exactly.
As they come out with Sam Brown to kick off Northland Pioneer College style. When it's time to kick off your college education, go to NPC, pay the lowest tuition in the state. Back out to receive Elijah Edwards, who's responsible for one of the 2 Apache Junction interceptions. And again, I think that is Dane Fiddler, but I am not certain. As the Lobos trail now just 14-7. Well, now hold on. Play has been blown dead. Ball is still teed up. Oh, they did not like having the towel down here with the receivers. So another short kick, run up on and taken near the 10. Trying to find some blocking help, cut to the near side. That's actually Lamangelo, who's going to stay at the 30, still on his feet around the 30, and eventually brought down there. Neat open field tackle while sticking with it from Carter Rabin, and a flag comes out, and this is probably going to be a blocking infraction against Apache Junction.
Yeah, great run there. I mean, how many times do you see a quarterback, go back and take back kick returns like that? But great return there, but also a good job by Snowflake. They were able to hold him at that 30-yard line.
Holding.
So mark that off from the spot, and suddenly the Prospectors watch their lead get halved. 9:39 to play in half. Reminder at halftime is the Honda Ski and Outdoor Sport halftime report. And now starting with by far their worst field position all the way back at the 17. 14 carries for 92 yards from Isaiah Savoy. Interestingly, the first miss from Lamangelo is an interception. Otherwise, he's 4 of 5 as they turn and give to Savoy. And he's able to find a little bit of space to go over the 20 and then spin down for a pretty good gain of 7.
Yeah, great run there by Savoy again. I mean, this guy's had a great first half. I mean, he had a great first quarter. I mean, and now he's able to pick up another, probably a 7-yard gain. I'm pretty sure that's what Derek said. He was able to spin away from a defender and pick up a couple more yards. So great job there.
15 carries, 99 yards, operating from the pistol. Lamangelo with the shotgun snap, turns, gives. Again, trying to find some space going up the middle. Goes over the 25 and should have enough for a comfort fit denture first down. Indeed, there's the signal.
Yeah, big first down there. I mean, the drive before, they had the interception. And, now they're going to come back and they're not really letting it affect them. Nobody's showing any bad body language or anything like that. So they're coming right out and, they're ready to go.
Receivers on either side. Lamangelo with Savoy deep in the pistol. As they turn and give again, he's got an awful lot of room to run through as he goes over the 30 and is brought down after another 4-yard gain. 107 yards on 17 carries here with the clock moving. The first drive took well over 8 minutes. Second drive was just one play. Lobos scored defensively, but right now trying to get a stop against this Apache Junction offense that right now is an awful lot of Isaiah Savoy, who is again back of the pistol. Again with receiver on either side as they turn and give to Savoy. And this time he's going to be brought down. I think that's Munoz.
Yeah, great job by Munoz there. Was able to shed that block and bring him down.
That's actually Jet Yellowhair.
Yellowhair again in on the stop on Savoy.
Still have him going out for a yard. Make it 3rd down and 5 with 7:51 to play here in the half. Apache Junction taking its time, getting the play in, and now going to take a timeout with 7:41 to go in the half. 14-7, the Prospectors lead on Cholo Ford's presentation of high school football on italk1067.com.
Hey everyone, it's Joe G from Horn Auto Center and the Deuce Clubs in Charlotte. People are saying to me, hey Joe, what's going on with these used car prices? Well, we have to use live market value when we take people's vehicles in on trade. We're giving top dollar right here at Horn Auto Center, using live market value, what vehicles are selling for in the last 90 days. Horn Auto Center, the Chevy and GMC store that saves you more.
3rd down and 5. First time either side has used a timeout here with the Prospectors of Apache Junction leading the Snowflake Lobos 14-7. 7 minutes and 41 seconds remaining in the half as the Lobos got on the board with Braden Lewis returning an interception some 70 yards and are now trying to get a 3rd down stop. Have not yet been able to do so except for that interception. 4 receivers set, 2 on either side. Now empty the backfield with Savoy going to the left. Lamangelo has run out of this circumstance more often than anything else as he drops back, taking a look at Savoy, now pressured, retreats, flips this one up, and is it caught? Yes, it is.
Wow.
And it's going to be enough for a Comfort Fit Denture first down on the completion to Garcia.
Good job by the Lamangelo again. I mean, he's been able to create, enough time in the pocket for his receivers, to make those drag routes and come across the field and be able to hit them. Another first down here for these Prospectors. I mean, they're driving again.
Looked as if this was going to be an opportunity for the Lobos to pick up their first sack, but a lot of arm strength there demonstrated by Lamangelo as he moves it out to the 38. 1st and 10 with 7:15 to go in the second quarter. His team leads 14-7. Again, spreading it out a little bit with 3 receivers coming out to the near side. Handoff is kept by Lamangelo, goes over the 40, still on his feet at the 45, and winds up gaining 7.
Yeah, great run there by Lamangelo, a little shifty footwork, and was able to break through a couple tackles, juke a couple kids out, and pick up a good 7-yard gain, about 6-7 yard gain.
That's about what he averages too. So he is right now sitting on 22 yards on 5 carries, but have not really had to go to him. Savoy has been doing most of the work, and right now it seems as if they're just kind of giving him a break, as he is right now standing on his quarterback's right, 2nd down and 4. This time, no, they pull it back as Lamangelo is going to run up over the 50 before he gets upended, but not before he picks up a Comfort Fit Denture first down.
Yeah, again, Lamangelo keeping it and picking up a first down. It's a sight that these Prospector fans, they love to see. But these Lobo fans, I mean, here it goes again. These Prospectors are driving down the field, but let's hope this Lobo defense, maybe they'll pick up a stop here and hold them to at least maybe 3 points.
Push it in Snowflake territory.
Winning.
Great job there just reading everything on the option and pulled back as Lamangelo has all of the yards needed on that last exchange. Now he's again going to call his own number, try to bounce this to the right side, runs through a tackler in the backfield, now accelerates to the far sideline where he has another big gain on first down. Thought I saw a flag come out. As it stands, it would be a gain of 6, but
looks like a block in the back by number 22 to repeat 22.
So the flag is at the 43. Apache Junction walking back. Nope.
No flag.
No flag. All right. 6 minutes and 1 second. As that's actually going to be an 8-yard gain without any questions. So 36 yards now on 7 carries. Pistol formation, Savoy deep. Turn give as he tries to run to the left side. Man, he gets that huge surge and looks as if he's just crossed over the yard marker and should have enough for a first down. And they're moving the chains. This drive started on the 17, and they have not yet had to. Oh, no, they did. They threw it once to pick up a first down on 3rd and 5. But otherwise, it's just been Lamangelo and Savoy as they've been dominating the play clock with the offense, this ground control offense, now with 5 minutes and 35 seconds left, and the Lobos have only really sustained one drive, and that ended with an interception. Savoy now deep as they turn, fake it. Lamangelo still has it. Now he's going to run over the left side. Runs through a couple of tacklers and now cuts it back to the right side. Needs one block in the open field, and he's gone. He's at the 10-5 touchdown, and there are no flags to pick up this time.
Wow, again, Lamangelo, shifty footwork, was able to break away and, get a second touchdown of the night here. He can cross field. I mean, he broke that guy, he broke him up. Great block up front there by number 1, Isaiah Silver. He was able to pick up that block there for his QB, and there he goes.
Yellow hair almost brought him down, but couldn't complete the action. And now Avalos Lara is in to attempt another extra point to try to make it again a 2-touchdown advantage. It's away, and it's good. 21-7, Apache Junction leading with 5 minutes and 16 seconds to play in the half on Shola Ford's presentation of high school football on iTalk1067.com.
Since 2006, Beeler Orthodontics has been creating spectacular smiles in the White Mountains. Dr. Beeler and his team use innovative technology and cutting-edge orthodontics while still providing a hometown experience. From traditional braces and clear aligners to surgical orthodontics, Dr. Beeler works with smiles of all ages. So call them today to schedule a complimentary exam at 928-537-7775 or visit them at BeelerOrtho.com. Beeler Orthodontics. Live to smile, love your smile.
Lobos trail 21-7. This is the Northland Pioneer College kickoff. When it's time to kick off your college education, do so. Pay the lowest tuition in the state at Northland Pioneer College. As Braden Lewis trying to sneak in there as one of the up men. Carter Rabin is off on the far hash. And this does not seem to be Jet McCrae, who's up close. This one angling out of bounds. Oh, and it doesn't have a chance. The flag is out. See if it remains. As the Lobos have Easton Butler, who's gone 3 for 5, 2 interceptions. His favorite target thus far has been Davin McCrae, but interestingly, Jet McCrae has only carried the ball twice. They're going to start this drive on the 35-yard line, 21-7. Apache Junction has a lead and has had the football for an awfully long time. Got 2 receivers going to line up here on the close side of the field. Split backs on either side of Butler. As the handoff will go to Carter Rabin, who's going to be brought down in the backfield.
Well, great job by that DN number 33, Tavon Franco. Was able to shed that block and, get that little shoelace tackle there and bring it down behind the line.
5 minutes even to play in the half, and the Lobos behind the sticks. Trying again to work with some tempo as the shotgun snap. Given again to Rabin, who's going to try again to get to the far side, and there again brought down in the backfield.
Yeah, and there again, this Apache Junction defense has been everywhere tonight. They have those 2 interceptions so far. Right here they have two tackles behind the line. This Lobo offense, they got to figure something out here quick.
He might have got back to the line of scrimmage, might have even gained a yard, showing 3rd down and 14. Bring 3 receivers to the near side. Lerma is closest to the line. Tyler Clare has not yet been able to be brought into the action, and that's again a tribute to the Apache Junction front 7. McCrae is closest to the sideline as there's the shotgun snap, fake the handoff. Butler looking to the left, throws this one toward the 50 where it's going to be hauled in. No, they're going to say it's out of bounds and incomplete.
Wait, it looked like one ref pointed one way and the other one pointed the other way.
Taking a look at the replay.
If you look at
well, nobody on the Snowflake sideline had responded as if they felt like they were being shortchanged. So 3 and out and 4 minutes for the Prospectors offense to operate. Is going back to receive here is going to be Garcia. And late coming off the sideline and getting to a down position is Braden Frost. Low snap had. And now a kick coming to the near sideline, stopping around the hash, taking a good Lobo bounce over the 30, now rolling over the 20. This will be roughly where the Prospectors had started their last drive, when they went to 83 yards and were able to convert on a 39-yard run from Lamangelo. Snowflake's only stop came on Braden Lewis's 70-yard interception return. Otherwise, it has been a pretty easy day at work here for the Prospector offense.
Exactly, yeah, it's been they've been able to, they've had, we're just not used to seeing this from the Snowflake, this defense. It kind of leaves us in words that don't come out.
3 receivers to the left. Savoy is on the right. Lamangelo from the shotgun. fakes the handoff and then starts coming to the near side where he's got some open room and gets over the 25.
Again, I mean, great up front blocking again by that offensive line, and then Savoye again. He took that little play action handoff, but he knew he didn't get it. And, started blocking for his quarterback. I mean, it's a great job.
Going to be 2nd down and 4. Clock stopped at 3 minutes and 40 seconds. As push this one with trips going to the right. And a timeout will stop play. The Lobos use their first. 21-7, they're trailing, looking for an answer defensively on Sholo Ford's presentation of high school football on iTalk1067.com.
Who sells the #1 truck in America? Sholo Ford. That's right. Not only do they sell it, Sholo Ford is the best place to buy it. Why? Guy Hatch guarantees it. In fact, he guarantees you'll get the best deal on your next Ford car, van, or SUV as well. It doesn't matter what you buy. Sholo Ford has the best deal. Sholo Ford on the east end of the Deuce and at sholoford.com.
So Lobos have just the one stop. Otherwise, they've allowed 108 yards to Savoy, 18 carries, 85 yards to Lamangelo on 10 carries. Lamangelo also 5 of 6 for 40 yards. And the first drive that went on for more than 8 minutes, they had 2 long 3rd down conversions, a weird instance when it seemed as if a dead ball foul had put Apache Junction in a 1st and goal from the 22, but after negating that with a conversation, decided that it was going to be a 2nd and 7 rather than 2nd and goal from a long ways off. And it's difficult to say that that's going to make a huge turning point in the ball game, but the Lobos looked as if they had to stop. Instead, they had to stay out there, and the Apache Junction offense just has not stopped ever since. Now facing 2nd down and 7, handoff to Savoy. Starts from the left, starts moving to the right, and eventually is going to be stopped for a short gain of 1, make it 3rd down and 3.
Yeah, I mean, great job by that defensive front there by the Lobos. Hold this Savoye, got a, small run there. I mean, this guy's been running all over the field all night, him and his quarterback.
Put it on the 25. Both sides have 2 timeouts, clock running at 3:15. Again, 21-7. The Lobos trying to get off the field here to give the offense a chance. Pistol formation, Savoy is deep. Turn, give, runs to the right. No, it's faked and then dropped off to a wide open receiver in the flat. Caught and flipped over at the 35. That's Rowetz, who's going to have a comfort fit denture 1st down and a gain of 10.
Yeah, I mean, Lamangelo fooled us all there. I mean, we thought he handed it off, but, he was able to hit that little dump route, but I'm not sure if a receiver popped open at the end there, but he seemed like he had a wide receiver down the field. I mean, wider than wide open, but he might have just, maybe he was told to throw it to that dump route there. But
move it out to the 36. 2 minutes and 35 seconds until the Honda Ski and Outdoor Sport halftime report. Lobos trailing 14. As there, the give on 1st down is to Savoy, and he runs into an awful lot of traffic. Now, if Snowflake has anything to kind of feel good about, if they can keep it to this 14-point deficit, Savoy looks tired. And, of course, he's already carried the ball now 20 times.
Yeah, I mean, this, Savoy, they ran around. He ran around this. Savoy ran away around this, this Lobo defense. That first quarter a lot. He gained about 99 yards in that first quarter, and this quarter they're holding him pretty well. So great job by that Lobo defense. I mean, they got to be something proud about there.
2nd down and an awfully long 8. As Lamangelo moving the pocket to the left. Now pump fakes, gets to the 40 before he's run out of bounds, but it's going to be another 3rd and long here for the Prospectors, though it ought to be noted that has not been a problem here thus far.
Yeah, the 4th down conversions for these Prospectors haven't been a problem, but this is a big, down stop here for these Lobos. I mean, they're able to hold these guys, get a 4th down, get a punt away. They'll probably have the ball with about 45 seconds maybe, and hopefully, they can get something going. They have 2? Do they have 2 timeouts? Or do they have
they do, but they got to get off the field.
Yeah, exactly.
First.
Yeah, I know. I was just speaking ahead. I think if something was going to happen.
Apache Junction needing 6, and in this situation, 3rd down and 6, it seems as if they try to get Lamangelo in space here of late. There's a receiver on either side, Garcia here on the short side. As Lamangelo Fakes the handoff and now trying to run back. Now he's pressured. He's going to unload as he's got a man with some space. And it's taken by Garcia at the 30. Straight arm as he's trying to get some separation. Still on his feet over the 10 and then brought down at the 5.
Yeah, great job there by Garcia. I mean, that's a hell of a catch. Excuse my language. A heck of a catch. My bad. That was a great catch. I mean, wow. Wow.
35 yards on that one. And it looked as if that was going to hang up long enough to give, I think that was Flake, an opportunity to intercept. Instead, first and goal from the 6 with 90 seconds remaining. 21-7, Apache Junction with the lead and looking for more here to go into the half. Nope, in the pistol formation, Savoy. As Lamangelo turns, gives, accelerates over the left side, and then runs over another tackler to get into the end zone for a score.
Yeah, I mean,
a Mountain Mobile Auto Glass touchdown.
Savoy again. I mean, that's is that his third touchdown or is it his second?
That's his second.
I mean, that's 4 touchdowns combined from their quarterback and running back there. I mean, that just shows that they love their run game.
Well, they're beating the Lobos in just about every possible way. Lamangelo now 7 of 8 for 85 yards. He's rushed for 87 yards on 11 carries. And Savoy now 117 yards on 21 carries. As they're looking for another extra point to make it 28-7. And it's up and good with 1 minute and 14 seconds left in the half. It's Shola Ford's presentation of high school football on iTalk1067.com.
Want to go skiing or snowboarding? Visit our friendly Honda Outdoor Sports. We offer skis, snowboards, and helmet rentals, custom footbeds, ski and snowboard repairs, as well as retail shopping for your snow gear, goggles, beanies, snow tubing, and even ice fishing supplies. We have all you need to prepare you for the outdoors. We welcome you to Honda Outdoor Sports, located 1 mile west of the casino.
Hey everyone, it's Joe G from Horn Auto Center and the Deuce Clubs in Sholo. People are saying to me, hey Joe, what's going on with these used car prices? Well, we have to use live market value when we take people's vehicles in on trade. We're giving top dollar right here at Horn Auto Center. We're using live market value, what vehicles are selling for in the last 90 days. Horn Auto Center, the Chevy and GMC store that saves you more.
Northland Pioneer College kickoff. When it's time to kick off your college education, do so at Northland Pioneer College. You'll pay the lowest tuition in the state. Weird one here as Apache Junction called timeout during the break. So it will now have 1 timeout remaining while leading 28-7. Lobos have 1 minute and 14 seconds to try to make something happen. As this time a short kick going off to the right side. Bounces straight up in the air and will come back and be taken by Lewis, who fell down and was trying to make it look as if it was a whoopsie-doodle. And the officials trying to blow that one dead, but 3 players who are refusing to allow it to go. And I thought that one of the officials might have just dropped a flag. So let's see if a flag, no, I don't believe a flag was thrown. So Snowflake is going to be forced to start on its own 24-yard line, make it the 23-yard line with 1 minute and 9 seconds left, trailing 3 touchdowns, and have had a hard time getting the offense into gear. 3 receivers coming to the near side. Lone man wide left is McCray. Drop it down and hand it off on the pitch to J.J. Lerma, who goes over the 25 before he spun down at the 28, gains 4.
Yeah, if I'm not wrong, I'm pretty sure that's the first time we've seen that play by Snowflake tonight. I mean, they love running that play, and I'm pretty sure that was the first time we've seen it.
Trying to again go with some tempo as they move the 3 receivers to the left. McCray's the lone man on the near side, instead moving the pocket in that direction. Oh, and it's in and out of Claire's hands. It would have been a first down. Instead, it's 3rd and 6.
Another mental mistake there by these Lobos. I mean, they have a couple in these halves, so. But yeah, that should have been a first down catch.
3rd down and 6 on the 44, and this is kind of a danger zone because Apache Junction has a timeout. McCray again left alone on the right. 3 receivers, including Claire, going off wide left. Butler has time, and this one's deflected and dove underneath. Nicely there by Christensen to preserve the possession. It looked like it could have been picked. Instead, it's a comfort fit denture first down and a gain of 12.
Yeah, great job by Christensen to not give up on that play. I mean, great job. I mean, looks like they're going to review it, but I'm pretty sure he caught. Yeah, he definitely caught that ball. That was a great hustle there by Christensen. I mean,
timeout taken by Apache Junction with 36 seconds remaining. The Prospectors used a timeout while getting the kicking unit out there. So now are not going to have any remaining. Snowflake still has 2. At least that's what I mean, the official came out and signaled Apache Junction timeout. The scoreboard hasn't changed. So I'm racing to a couple of assumptions, but that seems to be what had happened. So 28-7, the Lobos should still have 2 timeouts. 36 seconds to work with. 3 receivers moving to the near side. Again, McCray all alone on the left. Lerma in the backfield on his quarterback's left as Butler takes the shotgun snap, drops back, pressured, now throws, has his man again open on the far sideline, and it's again in and out of a Lobo receiver's hands.
yeah, again, I mean, right through his hands. I mean, that was a great ball. I mean, the ball was right there when he turned around from that curl route, but just did not hang on to that ball there.
That's the 3rd drop, technically. One of them was deflected and caught, but Butler right now has got to be asking for some help. As here's a short drop, going to go with the draw. Get this into Lerma's hands as he serpentines up the middle. Steps over a tackler at the 50, gets to the 45. Now trying to get pushed as he tries to approach the 40. Instead, he's going to be brought down at the 42. Gains 18, a comfort fit denture first down, and Snowflake takes a timeout.
Yeah, that was a good play there by that Lobo call-up. I mean, that was a good draw. I mean, he was able to, get over that safety that came in and tried to get him there. And it was, he kept on pulling and pulling and pulling. I mean, pushing him.
Now, Lamangelo was the one who couldn't bring him down before he got to midfield. And then you see in Savoy, who's running in late. That means there's an awful lot of two-way players here for Apache Junction. Snowflake doesn't really do that.
Exactly, yeah.
So even though they're not playing in elevation, and even though the weather here is just stunningly beautiful, you have to wonder in the second half that these Apache Junction players who've been grinding out long drives on the offensive side, but have to turn around. And in the case of Lamangelo, play special teams, play safety.
He's quarterback. He's everywhere.
How much juice does he got in the tank?
Exactly, yeah. I mean, I guess we'll find out once it comes to this second half. I mean, they have a pretty sizable lead, but, we know these Lobos. They'll come back from anything. But
2 receivers on either side. Butler with I think that is Lerma in the backfield. Again, looking to the far side. This time it's going to be hauled in. It's Ezra Baum, and it's enough for a comfort fit denture first down as they move that one beyond the 30. Nope. It stops at the 31, so it's a 12-yard gain. Already at the line of scrimmage with 16 seconds left. Going to hand off again on the draw to Lerma. Looking for a block upfield. He's able to get over the 20 as a comfort fit denture first down, stopping the clock with 9 seconds, and the Lobos use their last timeout.
Yeah, great run there again. I mean, that was another good play. Another draw. Lerma, he was able to pick up about maybe 8-10 yards, maybe 8 to 12 yards. And
winds up gaining 13.
And it looks like they're in decent field goal position. I mean,
that was a big difference from last week when they waited until the second half to try to get Lerma involved, and here in the second quarter, knowing that they got to get the ball to their playmakers here, they're just handing it off to him in the backfield.
Yeah. I mean, they finally, made that decision. I mean, Lerma, he's been kind of carrying this team, from that running back position, so far. I mean, they've been able to they have 3 great running backs on that team over there on that sideline, but Lerma usually gets most of the touches, and here tonight, I mean, he's picking up most of those big yards tonight.
I believe Snowflake has used its final timeout, so the Lobos should have time enough for a second opportunity after this one. The question is, can they avoid the turnover, as Butler has already thrown 2 interceptions. Lerma now is going to line up in the slot, 5 receivers set. They got 9 seconds to try to make it happen here, as they're going to throw this one into the end zone, leave it up, and woo! They are going to allow an awful lot of contact there, as McCray was the intended receiver. 4 seconds remaining, and I think Sam Brown's going to come out to try to get something out of it.
Yeah, hopefully pick up some points before this half, but
I guess the only argument is the ball was out of bounds.
Yeah, ball was uncatchable.
This will be on the 26. Let's call it a 43-yarder as Brown has the distance, and it's good. 43-yard kick is up and in. The Lobos are able to salvage something to make it 28-10 going into the half, but the conversation at halftime's got to be what to do defensively to try to slow Isaiah Savoy, who has 117 yards on 21 carries, and Gavin Limangelo, who has 87 yards on 11 carries and has thrown for 85 yards while going 7 of 8. That is the Lobos' task here at intermission, where they trail 28-10 on Sholo Ford's presentation of high school football on iTalk1067.com.
Who sells the #1 truck in America? Sholo Ford. That's right. Not only do they sell it, Sholo Ford. Mountain Mobile Auto Glass and Tint now has 3 locations to serve you: Snowflake, Lakeside, and now Sholo. And with over 85 years combined experience in auto glass and over 40 years of combined experience in window tint, you can trust the experts at Mountain Mobile Auto Glass and Tint with your vehicle. Call them today.
Just call 536-5972. Mountain Mobile Auto Glass, cash back to you.
Who sells the #1 truck in America? Sholo Ford. That's right. Not only do they sell it, Sholo Ford is the best place to buy it. Why? Guy Hatch guarantees it. In fact, he guarantees you'll get the best deal on your next Ford car, van, or SUV as well. It doesn't matter what you buy. Sholo Ford has the best deal. Sholo Ford on the east end of the Deuce and at sholoford.com.
Since 2006, Beeler Orthodontics has been creating spectacular smiles in the White Mountains. Dr. Beeler and his team use innovative technology and cutting-edge orthodontics while still providing a hometown experience. From traditional braces and clear aligners to surgical orthodontics, Dr. Beeler works with smiles of all ages. So call them today to schedule a complimentary exam at 928-537-7775 or visit them at BeelerOrtho.com. Beeler Orthodontics. Live to smile, love your smile.
Want to go skiing or snowboarding? Visit our friendly Honda Outdoor Sports. We offer skis, snowboards, and helmet rentals, custom footbeds, ski and snowboard repairs, as well as retail shopping for your snow gear, goggles, beanies, snow tubing, and even ice fishing supplies. We have all you need to prepare you for the outdoors. We welcome you to Honda Outdoor Sports, located 1 mile west of the casino.
Hey everyone, it's Joe G from Horn Auto Center and the Deuce Clubs in Sholo. People are saying to me, hey Joe, what's going on with these used car prices? Well, we have to use live market value when we take people's vehicles in on trade. We're giving top dollar right here at Horn Auto Center, using live market value, what vehicles are selling for in the last 90 days. Horn Auto Center, the Chevy and GMC store that saves you more.
Winning takes focus, preparation, and support. Keep focused on your dream career while saving thousands in tuition costs at Northland Pioneer College. We're here to support your goals and see you succeed. Visit npc.edu to see our programs. An academic advisor will get you on the right path to achieve your educational goals. Northland Pioneer College, expanding minds, transforming lives.
At Summit Healthcare, you'll find a level of care you might not expect from a rural hospital. We've recently received 5 stars from CMS, a prestigious ranking that less than 5% of facilities in Arizona earned. Our cancer center has proven its level of advanced care with a national accreditation from the Commission on Cancer. And we continue to add more doctors and services so that you don't have to leave the mountain to find the care you need. At Summit Healthcare, we're elevating care here at home.
You've been there, waiting forever at the gas station for the guy to free up so he can fill up your propane tank. Or worse, when the only qualified propane technician decided to stay home that day. Yep, you've been there and I have too. That's why now I get my propane from Ace Hardware every time. You get Ace Hardware's world-famous customer service when you stop in for propane. That's right, you get in, you get out, and you get a great deal on propane and everything else. From Ace Hardware at their locations in Pine Top and Heber. Ace Hardware is proud to support White Mountain Sports.
Hi, I'm Dr. Arno. I might not be comfortable on the basketball court, but I promise, at Comfort Fit Dentures, you'll feel comfortable. Always.
Comfort Fit Dentures has dentures starting at $499 with payment plans, and they have 2 labs, meaning you get your dentures in days instead of weeks. Call Comfort Fit Dentures today to schedule a free exam and x-ray. 928-888-0002. 928-888-0002.
When you think glass, think Deemer's Glass in Lakeside. Deemer's Glass offers the best selection of quality glass with affordable prices. They do full home window packages, replacement windows, custom shower doors and enclosures, custom mirrors in many shapes, styles, and colors, glass doors and hardware, commercial glass for buildings and offices, skylights, screens, fire-rated glass for your fireplace or stove, window film, and more. Visit Deemer's Glass today on Porter Mountain Road in Lakeside or call 1-888-GLASSMAN.
Mountain Mobile Auto Glass and Tint now has 3 locations to serve you. Snowflake, Lakeside, and now Sholo. And with over 85 years combined experience in auto glass and over 40 years of combined experience in window tint, you can trust the experts at Mountain Mobile Auto Glass and Tint with your vehicle. Call them today.
Just call 536-5972. Mountain Mobile Auto Glass, cash back to you.
Who sells the #1 truck in America? Sholo Ford. That's right. Not only do they sell it, Sholo Ford is the best place to buy it. Why? Guy Hatch guarantees it. In fact, he guarantees you'll get the best deal on your next Ford car, van, or SUV as well. It doesn't matter what you buy. Sholo Ford has the best deal. Sholo Ford on the east end of the Deuce and at sholoford.com.
Halftime at Apache Junction, where the Prospectors lead 28-10. Got this started by Snowflake winning the kick. Take 2. Snowflake won the toss, elected to defer to the second half. Looked as if they were going to get off on a good, strong start by forcing Apache Junction into a 3rd and 12. But the Prospectors were able to convert with a 20-yard pickup between Lamangelo and Garcia. And that was the real trendsetter, as they're just going to ride the ground game from that point, hold on to the football for more than 8 minutes on the opening drive. It was, I'm going to go ahead and call it controversial, because after a first down pickup that ended inside the 10, a dead ball personal foul flag was whistled against somebody in an Apache Junction uniform. Initially had sent Apache Junction back 1st and goal at the 22, but after the first down play, they decided that that was not supposed to be an and goal situation, allowed Apache Junction to pick up its 2nd 3rd and long on the drive, and eventually punched it in from 4 yards out on 4th and goal to get the first of their touchdowns. Then the first play from scrimmage for the Lobos was an interception thrown by Easton Butler. That was going to be quickly followed up by a 37-yard run from Isaiah Savoy to make it 14-0. In the ensuing possession, Snowflake looked as if it was going to be able to start getting the ball moving in a forward motion, where it's starting to get a lot of the ground game, trying to couple that with the passing attack, but eventually another interception would be thrown by Easton Butler, and this one would force the Prospectors to grind it out a little bit more. To Snowflake's credit, playing this big, fast back in Isaiah Savoy, they've been able to keep him within, just a handful of yards on most of his carries, except for a couple. But on this 3rd possession, that's when Gavin Lamangelo started to call his own number, started going with some read option looks, and he was able to really make the correct call almost all of the time, as he winds up gaining his 2nd touchdown by running for 39 yards. The Lobos then went 3 and out, and for the second time were able to pin Apache Junction outside the 20, but it did not matter again on this one. This time the big passing play is going to set up a score between Lamangelo and Garcia. That was after Apache Junction had methodically worked from the 17 to the 50. Once they got it inside the 5, it was going to be Isaiah Savoy getting his second touchdown. He, right now, with 117 yards on 21 carries. Lamangelo with 87 yards on 11 carries. Lamangelo also 7 of 8 for 85 yards. His favorite target continues to be Garrett Garcia, who has 3 catches for 61 yards. But right now, it's just been too tough for Snowflake to get off the field defensively.
Yeah, I mean, this offensive side for these prospectors, I mean, they're able to take up so much time, and then they love running the ball, and I mean, they can do it. I mean, look at their backfield. I mean, Savoy, I mean, that guy's, you know, he's a beast out here. I mean, these Lobos, you know, they weren't able to tame him that much in the first quarter, but second quarter they were able to hold on their own for a little bit. But then, I mean, here came the QB, Lamangelo. I mean, he came out of nowhere, and he ran for 2 touchdowns himself, and he's thrown for about 80 yards almost. So, you know, this will be a big second half here for these Lobos. I mean, they gotta get on the scoreboard. They gotta be able to get this prospector offense off the field quicker. I mean, it's gonna be a big second half for these Lobos. So
I think you see the biggest difference here between the 3A Lobos and the 4A Lobos is you notice there after Lamangelo was able to run out of Jet Yellowhair's grasp. I believe that was Cooper Rapier, who looked as if he took an angle, not realizing what kind of size and speed that he was trying to pursue with Lamangelo. Had this been a year ago in the 3A ranks, that was probably going to be an adequate approach. But now playing this, you know, this is an urban team from a much different area than the White Mountains, and Lamangelo used to banging off of a lot bigger guys, and I think just the response to that has led to them having to play against some of these big dudes and not necessarily ready for some of the quick first steps and then the burst that comes with it after they were able to roll off of a big dude like Yellowhair.
Yeah, it's like what you were saying. I mean, that's a big jump from 3 to 4A in a year span. I mean, they're going to have to develop. You know, this is a develop year, but, you know, they're also still playing very well for a first year coming up in the 4A. But, yeah, these teams, they're bigger, they're tougher, they're stronger, they're faster than these guys have dealt with, you know, back in these 3A times. I mean, they had those back-to-back state championship runs and were able to win them both. But, you know, these teams are putting their run for their title. I mean, they're still, you know, those 3A champs, but these 4A teams don't really care about that 3A stuff.
At halftime, 28-10, Apache Junction is in the lead. Snowflake will get the ball to start the second half, though, as we'll continue the Honda Ski and Outdoor Sports halftime report. It's Ford's presentation of high school football on iTalk1067.com.
Winning takes focus, preparation, and support. Keep focused on your dream career while saving thousands in tuition costs at Northland Pioneer College. We're here to support your goals and see you succeed. Visit npc.edu to see our programs. An academic advisor will get you on the right path to achieve your educational goals. Northland Pioneer College, expanding minds, transforming lives.
Hey everyone, it's Joe G from Horn Auto Center and the Deuce Clubs in Sholo. People are saying to me, hey Joe, what's going on with these used car prices? Well, we have to use live market value when we take people's vehicles in on trade. We're giving top dollar right here at Horn Auto Center, using live market value, what vehicles are selling for in the last 90 days. Horn Auto Center, the Chevy and GMC store that saves you more.
Since 2006, Beeler Orthodontics has been creating spectacular smiles in the White Mountains. Dr. Beeler and his team use innovative technology and cutting-edge orthodontics while still providing a hometown experience. From traditional braces and clear aligners to surgical orthodontics, Dr. Beeler works with smiles of all ages. So call them today to schedule a complimentary exam at 928-537-7775 or visit them at BeelerOrtho.com. Beeler Orthodontics. Live to smile, love your smile.
Want to go skiing or snowboarding? Visit our friendly Honda Outdoor Sports. We offer skis, snowboards, and helmet rentals, custom footbeds, ski and snowboard repairs, as well as retail shopping for your snow gear, goggles, beanies, snow tubing, and even ice fishing supplies. We have all you need to prepare you for the outdoors. We welcome you to Honda Outdoor Sports, located 1 mile west of the casino.
At Summit Healthcare, you'll find a level of care you might not expect from a rural hospital. We recently received 5 stars from CMS, a prestigious ranking that less than 5% of facilities in Arizona earned. Our cancer center has proven its level of advanced care with a national accreditation from the Commission on Cancer. And we continue to add more doctors and services so that you don't have to leave the mountain to find the care you need. At Summit Healthcare, we're elevating care here at home.
Who sells the #1 truck in America? Sholo Ford. That's right. Not only do they sell it, Sholo Ford is the best place to buy it. Why? Guy Hatch guarantees it. In fact, he guarantees you'll get the best deal on your next Ford car, van, or SUV as well. It doesn't matter what you buy. Sholo Ford has the best deal. Sholo Ford on the east end of the Deuce and at sholoford.com.
Breaking news, Christian McCaffrey apparently going to play for San Francisco.
That's not good.
You come to italk1067.com to read Schefter's Twitter feed. But here's a little bit of news as the Cardinals had a huge win.
Yes.
But over here, the Lobos trying to follow suit as we have to take a look at a couple of things, especially the Horn Auto Center drive of the half. And I mean, it's just got to be that 8-minute drive that started the ball game for the Prospectors.
Yeah, I mean, exactly. I mean, that was a huge drive. That was a huge statement drive for these Prospectors to come in. And, you know, this Snowflake defense isn't bad. I mean, they're a good defense. And, you know, they were able to drive on them and give up that much time to, you know, drive down the field. So, big start there for the Prospectors.
So that clearly the Horn Auto Center drive of the half. And if the Lobo offense isn't able to start to complete a few more of these passes a little bit more regularly, I think that probably would serve as the drive of the game. What's interesting as we take a look back at our Ace Hardware keys to the game, we thought it was going to be the Lobos' rushing attack that was going to be the big difference maker for them offensively, but instead the Lobos have been shown that they can provide a pocket for Butler. When he's given some time, he's able to find open receivers. It's just when he's forced to rush when he starts to get in a little bit of trouble.
Yeah, exactly. I mean, when he's able to sit in that pocket, like Derek just said, you know, he's able to complete those passes, and you know, he gives time for his receivers to get open. But when he has to get out of the pocket, I mean, he gets frantic. The receivers get frantic. You know, they try so hard to get open, and you know, penalties can happen, all that stuff. I mean, it's just a lot of stuff when he doesn't get the time in the pocket like he needs to.
How about the Deemer's glass shattering hit of the half? I still like Isaiah Savoy running over. We'll leave his name out of it in the first quarter for one of the Lobo defenders who just got caught looking for a license plate.
Yeah, that was definitely. I mean, that was a great run. You know, he ran him over completely. I mean, just put his head into the ground. But there it is. Man,
no, that was just him.
Pretty sure. Is it this one?
Running by the. I think this is it right here. Oh, no, that was just – we're looking for it.
Wrong
Hold
one.
on.
Right,
Hold on. Okay, here he's stopped momentarily, and
wrong one.
That's not it either. well, take our word for it. He ran somebody over. That's the Deemer's glass shattering hit of the half. The Beeler Orthodontics straight line play of the half. I think you got to go with, especially now that you've seen Butler start to string together a few receptions. That first pass, and again, making that one possible, I believe it was Tavon Franco who got in and provided all of the disruption that Butler was dealing with that forced that interception as he threw that one into coverage. That I think right now is the play of the half. Beeler's Orthodontics, Live to Smile, Love Your Smile, in large part because it just completely derailed the Snowflake offense.
Yeah, you could definitely say that one. I mean, that was definitely a big play. I mean, but you could also go to, you know, Garrett Garcia's grab. I mean, he had a great grab over on probably the 30-yard line. You know, he took the, I mean, head topped that kid and he grabbed it right over his head and took it to about the 3-4 line. But yeah, I mean, that interception, that catch, I mean, there was a lot of plays in this first half that were pretty good. I mean, but
28-10 at the half. We'll start the second half after this. It's Sholo Ford's presentation of high school football on italk1067.com.
Hey everyone, it's Joe G from Horn Auto Center and the Deuce Clubs in Charlotte. People are saying to me, hey Joe, what's going on with these used car prices? Well, we have to use live market value when we take people's vehicles in on trade. We're giving top dollar right here at Horn Auto Center. We're using live market value, what vehicles are selling for in the last 90 days. Horn Auto Center, the Chevy and GMC store that saves you more.
I'm Dr. Arno. I might not be comfortable on the basketball court, but I promise, at Comfort Fit Dentures, you'll feel comfortable. Always.
Comfort Fit Dentures has dentures starting at $499 with payment plans, and they have 2 labs, meaning you get your dentures in days instead of weeks. Call Comfort Fit Dentures today to schedule a free exam and x-ray. 928-888-0002. 928-888-0002.
That concludes the Honda Ski and Outdoor Sports halftime report. The Lobos taking the field, having won the toss, elected to defer, and are now going to have an opportunity trailing 28-10 to begin the second half, and are going to send Carter Rabin, who's right now at his own 20, being told to walk a little bit further back there by Braden Lewis. Can't see who's on the far side, but it might be Lerma, as these kicks have been excessively short. So let's see what the approach is here for the Lobos. Is this one again kicked short, angling toward Rabin, who nearly steps out of bounds near the 15, trying to find a little bit of space as he gets, oh, he's still on his feet. Beg your pardon, that was one of his blockers who got dumped, but he's going to run it out to the 25. Won't be bad field position for the Lobos, but they got to get the offense moving.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, I mean, not great. I mean, decent starting field position, but yeah, exactly. I mean, they just got to get this offense going. I mean, 10 points up in the first half for the Lobos is not really, I mean, not really known well for them, but this is a big start.
Trailing 18. They did look much sharper in the closing minutes of this second quarter, where they were able to get a 43-yard Sam Brown field goal on the board. So now Butler, who's thrown for 29 yards, won 5 of 11, has that same formation that had lots of success, and this time a short toss out to Lerma, running to the right side and turns it up over the 30s, over the 40, before he's eventually tripped up, has a big gain of 18 yards and a Comfort Fit Dentures first down.
Yeah, there's that first play of the drive that those Lobos won, and I mean, coming right out of the half and, you know, getting that huge gain by Lerma, but I mean, here they go. I mean, they love their running offense, so here it goes.
Lobos always looking to run tempo as they run this out to the 43-yard line. One play in, trailing 28-10 here in the third quarter. Got Lewis in between 2 men here wide left. Low snap, this time going to try to run the toss to the near side. Lerma cuts it up on the 45. Back inside at the 50, where he's spilled at the 49 of the Prospectors, and very close to a Comfort Fit Denture first down.
Yeah, I mean, again, Lerma, another great run, but here we go. I mean, these Lobos are quick with the ball off the line, so.
Again go Lerma, serpentines up the middle, gets to the 45, still on his feet as he's spun down at the 44, and that is a Comfort Fit Denture first down after a gain of 6.
Yeah, again, Lerma, I mean, great pickup. I mean, but it looks like they, you know, keep running, keep pounding that ball.
Same formation. Ezra Baum, the lone man on the left, as they're going to run the toss a little bit behind Rabin, who eventually loses it and fumbles it right back to Apache Junction. It was all on the toss that was pinned on his left shoulder pad, and as the approaching tackler came, it was just going to be too tough for him to hang on to it.
Yeah, I mean, that was just, yeah, I mean, just pinned it up against his head, but then that, you know, that defensive end just came over and just took half of his helmet. His teammates come over and collected the ball. I mean, those Lobos had that drive going, and then just a mistake, and these Prospectors get the ball back with a great field position, so let's see what they can do with the ball.
It's unfortunate that will be a fumble credited to Rabin, because, and it's interesting, now the wind, which had for the most part been still, really picked up and is blowing north to south and might have influenced that toss just a little bit. Now the officials are having a conversation. They've already signaled that it's Apache Junction football.
Goal on the field is confirmed.
And it will be Apache Junction ball. So 11 minutes to play. The Lobos looked like the offense was clicking. They've been using a lot of J.J. Lerma, but then give him a spell. Go with Carter Rabin, though that was far from his fault, as Rabin, the sophomore, just did all he could to try to pin that thing on his shoulder pad, and instead fumbled away. An excellent field position for the Prospector offense that is yet to be stopped. Going to give this one up to Savoy, who spins away from 2 tacklers to cross into Snowflake territory and will dive forward for a gain of 5.
Wow, great runs by Savoy there. He stopped in the backfield. He was spun off of that. You can see in the replay, he gets stopped again, spins off of that, and he gains about 5 yards on that run that should have been stopped for a 2-yard loss. But that was a great run.
2nd down and 5 now. Savoy again back at the pistol, 122 yards on 22 carries. As this time he runs straight to the left side, forces his way toward the 40, and has a Comfort Fit Denture first down after the gain of 6.
Yeah, great run there for a first down. Great upfield blocking by that offensive line. We're able to push those guys back and pick up that first down.
That has been the story throughout this one. Now Isaiah Savoy, 23 carries, 128 yards. He averages 169. And Gavin Limangelo with 87 yards on 11 carries. As they got split backs now on either side of the quarterback. Receivers on either side of the line. As he pulls this one on the option read, goes over the 40 to the left side and falls forward for a gain of 2. Snowflake doing a much better job there containing.
Yeah,
that's 2 yards, and they've been averaging a lot more than 8.
Exactly, yeah. That was probably the shortest run of this drive so far.
9 minutes and 35 seconds to go here in the third quarter, 28-10. Apache Junction with the lead. Now going back into that pistol formation. Limangelo with a high snap. Flag comes out as Savoy tries to make some room on the right side. Winds up gaining a couple of yards, but there's flags on either side of the line. And this is probably setting up to be a formation thing. Let's just see. I think I heard formation. So that moving back 5 yards, 2nd down and 13. Lobos have been able to use penalties and a couple of tackles for loss to get the Prospectors behind the sticks a couple of times, but plays from Savoy and Limangelo have negated that. They come out again with split backs either side of Limangelo. And this time calls his own number again on the option, stays on his feet as he goes over the 40, over the 35, and is very close to a first down at the 31.
Yeah, great gain in the end there. Limangelo again. He was able to keep that ball in gut field and pick up about 9 yards there. That's a big, tough 9-yard gain. He was stopped at like the 5 yards. 5-yard run in, and then he just bounced off. And
going under center, bounces out to the left side, and eventually turns his back and falls over the 30. Only needed 1, gained 2. Comfort Fit Denture first down with 8 minutes and 34 seconds remaining here in the third quarter. With that, he is over the century mark. 101 yards on 14 carries for Limangelo. 128 yards on 23 carries for Savoy. And the Prospectors, after forcing the third Lobo turnover, lead 28-10 with the clock moving toward 8 minutes to play here in the third. From the Snowflake 28, receivers again on either side, including Garcia on the near side. And there is a flinch here on the right end. And, going to throw another procedure flag.
Offense, number 36, 5-yard penalty. Repeat first down.
So make it 1st and 15. But again, Snowflake had just been in this situation not long ago. And we had wondered in the end of the second quarter if these Prospectors, who have a lot of players, including Gavin Limangelo, going both ways, if that might eventually start to take a toll. And here, less than 8 minutes to play in the third quarter, the answer is an emphatic Again with his running back on either side of Limangelo, takes a high snap, brings it down, and hands it off to Savoy, but this time the Lobos are ready. 3 tacklers waiting as he tried to come to the outside, and then a flag comes out late. As it stands, it would be a 2-yard gain.
Personal foul. Offense, number 1, 15-yard penalty. Repeat first down.
Wow. I think they're saying Savoy had made some sort of kicking motion at one of the Snowflake tacklers. As you're watching the end of it. Oh well, that's
just getting up.
He did lift up and off of Austin.
2006.
But the Lobos, who feel as if they've been victimized a time or two after the 2-yard gain, the down is going to count, and that should be no question. But they're showing there it is, 3rd down. They're saying they need about 25, and there's a holding flag that comes out. So Lamangelo now trying to retreat and run back from the left side. He's got a couple of blockers in front of him. 50-yard line where he's going to be brought down and eventually tackled for a gain of 1. And let's not forget, there's a holding flag back there.
Yeah, long gain over 1 there.
He ran about 40 yards to get that yard.
Exactly.
Snowflake declines the holding penalty to make it now 4th down. 25. So they get the stop. This is the first time that the punting unit's coming out, and you'll never guess who. Gavin Lamangelo. Well, now hold on. Is he punting?
He just looks wounded.
Christensen is going back to the 15. He is about 7 yards back to the line of scrimmage. So Savoy is in the backfield with them. As he takes the snap, looking to kick. It's a line drive shot that goes over Christensen's head and into the end zone. Will be a touchback. So Snowflake committed its 3rd turnover, but is not going to be scarred by it, save for the missed opportunity to try to get some points. Offense was moving. J.J. Lerma has been the key, 67 yards on 6 carries. As they have gone away from Jet McRae. I have him with just 2 carries for 6 yards, but these are very unofficial. Ball spotted at the 20. As we take a look to see who's coming out here to start this Lobo possession. Lerma looks like he is going to come out into the slot, and it will be Frost. No, beg your pardon, Braden Lewis, who's going to be operating as the quarterback. As they are quick toss outside here, where Baum's going to catch it over the 25.
Yeah, that was a good quick pass there by Butler to Baum. We were able to pick up probably about 6 yards there, 4 or 5 yards.
Well, it was not a favorable spot, and that is all I'll say about that. So Baum credited with a 6-yard gain, coming right back to him as this time he spun out of bounds. Now it should be at the 33, and that time it is an excellent spot and will be a Comfort Fit Denture 1st down.
Yeah, great job by these Lobos. 2 back-to-back passes. The same guy, and we're able to pick up 1st down exactly on the same route too. So these Lobos, they got to get going.
Short toss going to the right side. Lewis picks his way over the 35 and then gets to the 40 where he dives forward very close to the marker. And that's not going to be a Comfort Fit Denture 1st down. Now the linesman on the near side thought he was signaling for the chains to move. And now they will move him. Make it a 1st down as the umpire looked like he was trying to shortchange the Lobos about a yard. So a 10-yard gain for Braden Lewis. A Comfort Fit Denture's 1st down. Trips coming to the left as Snowflake again moving the football. This is around the spot where they turn it over as Butler pressured and will go down.
Yeah, great rush there. There's number 33, Tavon Franco. He was able to get in there and get that sack on Butler. But, these Lobos, they had a little bit of a thing going here. But the sack, kind of destroys a little bit of momentum there. But let's hope it doesn't affect them too much and they just keep going, get right back to where they were.
Loss of 8. Trips coming to the left. Frost starting on his quarterback's left, now moves back to the right. Been going after Baum, who's on the far side. Now trying to look like they want to set up a screen, but instead Butler's running for his life. Now he unloads down the far sideline, but it's going to be out of bounds and incomplete.
Yeah. Good job by Butler, though. He was able to avoid that pressure and throw the ball away. Earlier in the game, Butler was forcing throws, and, he's already got 2 interceptions under his belt, so that was a good job by him to roll out and throw that ball away. So
don't know if that was actually a screen that they were trying to set or if it was just excellent pressure from the Apache Junction front. But now it's 3rd down and 18. 5 minutes, 7 seconds left here in the Lobos trying to pick up a difficult 3rd down while trailing 18. Butler drops back, sets up a screen this time to Christensen. Has a couple of blockers as he goes over the 40, but an excellent tackle in the open field. And that's Savoy who's going to bring him down after a gain of 8, maybe 9. 4th down now and 9, and the Lobos look as if they're going to punt.
Yeah. I mean, so, kind of a smart. I mean, yeah, Lobos need points, but, if they were to give this away, I mean, it's in their own field, so.
Well, Butler's still out there.
Like
I assumed that a punt was coming because Braden Lewis was out there, and now Apache Junction is going to call a timeout and force everybody to take a moment of pause to think as they lead 28-10 to the Prospectors. 4 minutes and 36 seconds remaining here in the third quarter on Sholo Ford's presentation of high school football on iTalk1067.com.
Who sells the #1 truck in America? Sholo Ford. That's right. Not only do they sell it, Sholo Ford is the best place to buy it. Why? Guy Hatch guarantees it. In fact, he guarantees you'll get the best deal on your next Ford car, van, or SUV as well. It doesn't matter what you buy. Sholo Ford has the best deal. Sholo Ford on the east end of the Deuce and at sholoford.com.
28-10, Apache Junction has the lead. Lobos turned it over on the opening possession. It was a difficult toss going out to Carter Rabin, and that was when the offense was moving, had crossed midfield. Similar situation here where Butler took an 8-yard sack, and that was more of an excellent play from Tavon Franco. But now facing 4th and 9 from the Apache Junction 44. Going for it as this is into double coverage and knocked away from Baum, incomplete.
Yeah, great defense there by I'm pretty sure that might have been number 6, Fiddler. That was a great defensive play there, but yeah, it just seems like Butler was trying to force another pass into there to Baum, but it was great defense there. I mean, he was open for a second, but great defense by number 6.
Had his member of the defensive backfield seemingly lamenting that he didn't intercept that pass, but the interception would have cost him about 5 or 6 yards. So it's better that that was knocked away for the Prospectors as they're going to start in Snowflake's territory at the 46. Send 3 receivers out left. Favorite target here is Garrett Garcia, wide right. Lone man in the backfield with Lamangelo is Isaiah Savoy, who has run for 130 yards. Lamangelo responsible for 101. Going to start the option, going to the far side, then slam on the brakes, come back to the near side, but they're diving and cutting him down in the open field is Cooper Rapier.
Yeah, great open field by tackle by Rapier there, but sorry, I've been saying his name so many times and I forget to say it, but he's been able to run around he's been able to create as much time as his feet as he can, but that time, Rapier was able to get to him.
2nd down, calling it 7. As Lamangelo, again, trying to occupy some clock with his team leading 18, needing to do so at this point because the Lobo offense has sprung back to life. Still had a 4-receiver set with 3 going to the left. And he's going to keep it again after faking the give to Savoy, running up the middle, bouncing off of a couple of tacklers and falling down at the 35 for a Comfort Fit Dentures first down on a gain of 8.
That's enough for a Prospector.
Yeah, that's another first down there by the Prospectors. They've had so many of those tonight, and Lamangelo himself has had so many of those tonight too.
7 of 8 have not needed to throw the ball here in the second half. He has 85 yards, all of them in the first. They were using Isaiah Savoy heavily at the beginning of the ball game and have now been going with options here with Lamangelo just running it expertly. He's got his favorite target again isolated on the right side with Garcia. Takes the shotgun snap and again raises the option, again calls his own number, and again dives forward for a pretty good pickup of maybe 4. And now, what's going on? I thought I saw a flag come out.
Shit, what happened?
One of the Prospectors has his helmet off and is grimacing. There is a flag down.
I'm not sure what happened.
This will be a Summit Regional Medical Center injury report. This happened right at the end of the play, which they still have not changed the scoreboard, but it's 3 or 4 yard gain. But the question then is this a dead ball foul against Snowflake?
Hey, get one. Get one. Get one for DUI.
Well, they're marking it off against the Lobos. Looks as if the Prospector center is he who is injured. We didn't see what had happened. They're getting another center here warmed up. Can't see. Well, they got him. Everybody taking a knee, and this looks as if it might be a relatively severe injury. So with 3 minutes and 12 seconds left here in the third quarter, 28-10, Apache Junction leading, and they're now pulling Snowflake's unit off of the field. We'll take a break to allow him to try to get squared away on Cholo Ford's presentation of high school football on iTalk1067.com.
Hey everyone, it's Joe G from Horn Auto Center and the Deuce of Clubs in Sholo. People are saying to me, hey Joe, what's going on with these used car prices? Well, we have to use live market value when we take people's vehicles in on trade. We're giving top dollar right here at Horn Auto Center, using live market value, what vehicles are selling for in the last 90 days. Horn Auto Center, the Chevy and GMC store that saves you more.
A 15-yard flag was thrown against the Lobos. He's here. We're taking a look at the replay. I don't think that was the play. It was
on the previous play. A personal foul was called against Snowflake.
So personal foul was called against Snowflake for something. And what was interesting was he had lost his helmet. So I don't know if maybe I think it's Max Jada or could be Brian Flores. Well, we'll keep an eye. But they got a new center out there, so that snap a little loopy. As that one eventually brought down and handed off to Savoy, who's able to run for a 4-yard gain.
Yeah, I mean, good run there by Savoy. I mean, that's, he's gaining more yards to his, his yards per game today. I mean, into his totals in the season. I mean, he's had a great game today.
They're in the red zone after the personal foul, so push this one to the 13. Time definitely a factor here for the Lobos as Garcia moves out wide to the left. Lamangelo has not yet needed to throw it here in the second half as he again uses the option, calls his own number, and gets brought down at the 10.
To the 10.
That'll be a gain of 3 to make it third down and 4.
Yeah, great job by that Lobo defense where, we're able to get around and get Langelo down. I mean, he's been able to run around for these guys all night tonight. That time he was able to get cut short. So good job there by Christensen. Was able to get that leg tackle there and drop him pretty short.
Ball's just outside the 10. Calling it 3rd and 4, a minute and 48 seconds to go. 28-10. Apache Junction leading. A touchdown here is going to make it awfully difficult on the Lobos. As they got the pistol working. Handoff, Savoy runs to the right side. Met at the line and then is able to get a nice surge, but I think he might be short. Just short, inches short.
7. That's a Prospector. First down.
Nope. They're going to signal that for a Prospector first down. So 1st and goal after the Comfort Fit Dentures first down, sends it to the 6. And the Lobos right now, they're wheezing in the closing minutes of the third quarter. Handoff, Savoy tries again the right side. Nice job there sliding underneath and allowing the remainder of the defense.
Savoy stopped by
Tony Munoz was the one that finished the tackle, but getting inside off of the edge and initiating the contact was Austin Flake. No gain. Same formation now with Savoy on the right. Lamangelo fakes the handoff, pulls it, starts running to the right side. One man to beat as he dives for the pylon and has that one stopped at the 1.
Yeah, he tried
to say that he was down and the ball came free caused by the ground.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure he tried diving for the pylon there, and exactly what you said, the ball just punched it out.
At the 1-yard line.
So gain of 4. Now 122 yards on 19 carries for Lamangelo. He already has 2 rushing touchdowns as they're facing 3rd and goal from the 1, but 5 seconds remaining here in the 3rd quarter, and they're going to have to make a 99-yard walk to start the 4th right after this. 28-10. The Lobos trail with 1 quarter to play at Apache Junction on Sholo Ford's presentation of high school football on iTalk1067.com.
Who sells the #1 truck in America? Sholo Ford. That's right. Not only do they sell it, Sholo Ford is the best place to buy it. Why? Guy Hatch guarantees it. In fact, he guarantees you'll get the best deal on your next Ford car, van, or SUV as well. It doesn't matter what you buy. Sholo Ford has the best deal. Sholo Ford on the east end of the Deuce and at sholoford.com.
Winning takes focus, preparation, and support. Keep focused on your dream career while saving thousands in tuition costs at Northland Pioneer College. We're here to support your goals and see you succeed. Visit npc.edu to see our programs. An academic advisor will get you on the right path to achieve your educational goals. Northland Pioneer College, expanding minds, transforming lives.
3rd down and goal from the 1. Apache Junction already with a 28-10 lead. Final 12 minutes of the ball game as the Lobos trying to recover from a loss to ALE Gilbert North last week. Right now, as was the case last week, having a hard time with a couple of dynamic playmakers, especially Gavin Lamangelo and Isaiah Savoy, who are both in the... Oh, a high snap is going to force him to come back, and now it's going to allow the Lobo defense to corral outside the 5. Remember, a backup center is out there for the Prospectors, to the best of our knowledge. And actually, I think 75 is the backup center for the Prospectors, so that might have derailed that opportunity. And I think now Apache Junction is going to be trying for a 3-pointer. Lamangelo's coming off the field.
Yeah, I think they're just going for a field goal here.
Avalos Laura, who's been 4 for 4 on extra points. This is his first try for a field goal. It's going to be spotted at the 11. So make this one, or beg your pardon, at the 16. And it is a 26-yard field goal that's up and good. So 31-10. 11 minutes and 10 seconds to play. The Lobos offense has been able to get going. The first possession was marked by a difficult pitch that I'm going to insist was influenced by the wind and wound up getting pinned on Carter Rabin's shoulder pad, and that led to the first turnover. The second was a turnover on downs, and that one the result of an excellent rush by Trayvon Franco, who also had influenced the first turnover when he was able to hurry Easton Butler. So that has marked the Lobo offense, which I really looking for moral victories for the Lobos, showing signs of life.
Yeah, exactly.
Here in the second half.
Exactly. Yeah, that first half, I mean, they were asleep for that, most of that first half until about like 5 minutes left in that second quarter. But they're starting to wake up now. But it's starting to run out of time, so they need to get going.
This one is fumbled and then off of one of the Lobos' feet. It's going to be taken back and gathered by Christensen. No, that's not Christensen. Correction, that is Carter Rabin. So nearly disastrous, as that would have been a turnover around the 15. Instead, the Lobos have an awful lot of real estate in front of them.
Exactly, yeah. I mean, that was, again, there's been a couple of mental mistakes tonight by these Lobos, and that was another one of them right there. I mean, you can't be fumbling. You guys are down by 21 right now. You guys got to get going. But this is a big drive here for these Lobos. I mean, they gotta get a touchdown on this drive right now to be able to get going.
All right, looking ahead, they got two very, very, very exceptionally winnable games with Benjamin Franklin and Seton Catholic, but they also got to come back down this way and play Post and Butte. So anything that they can do to really establish themselves offensively against one of these big defenses, as here Butler trying to set this one up for Baum, but it's going to be overthrown and incomplete. Baum trying to make a case that he was being interfered with, but there's an awful lot of jockeying going between him and I believe that was Lamangelo.
Yeah, there. I think Butler was just trying to, exactly. He was just trying to throw it up to get some yellow on the field there, but wasn't able to get that call, and now, you know, they got to get going. Keep taking shots like those, or keep running those draws that were working for them.
Straight give this time to Lewis, but it's red. Hole collapses quickly as he is able to get back to the line of scrimmage, make it 3rd down and 10.
Yeah, that was again, I mean, these Lobos need to get going.
Jet McCray, we haven't seen him since the first possession. No, beg your pardon, the second possession. They've had to go with Lerma and Lewis here in the second quarter after they tried to use Rabin in the second to try to find some space running laterally, but this front is just too fast here from Apache Junction as Butler winds up, throws this one behind Claire, and it's incomplete.
Yeah, that was, again, I mean, that was a little behind him there, but, you know, Claire was able to get both hands on that ball. You know, he's got to come down with that ball. Yeah, he's got to come down with that ball there. I mean, you know, these drops are starting to cost them a little bit in this game, and that's about, like, maybe the fourth drop.
That was going to be a tough catch.
Yeah, but still.
Butler put some mustard on it. So it's going to be another 3rd and out. To your point, Butler's receivers were not doing him an awful lot of help there in the second quarter toward the end of it. So you could understand why he would be frustrated, but Claire would probably come back and say, man, that was a heater behind me.
Yeah, it's a hard grab, but
nobody is back here for the Prospectors. Lewis's kick high. A little bit of wind aid is going to take this to the 50, where it takes a Prospector bounce and stay in Snowflake territory, where they're going to begin at the 46.
Yeah, right here. I mean, this might be a put-away drive here for these Prospectors. I mean, but it's also, again, I mean, it's another defensive drive right here that these Lobos need to get. You know, they got to get this ball back quick. I mean, 10 minutes left in this game. Not much time, but they got to get going.
Got this set up with the chain gang about 2 yards away from where the ball is. There we go. So they're putting it scoreboard faked out by the chain gang, where they initially thought it was going to be on the 49. I think it's the 46. 10 minutes, 5 seconds remaining. 31-10. Apache Junction with the lead over Snowflake. It's been all Apache Junction since it took the kick to start. Held the ball for 8 minutes, and then were able to force some turnovers in the first half to expand the lead. There's not enough personnel on the field now for the Prospectors, as Mason Rowitz is late coming off the sideline. Now they're ready. Turn and give. Savoy stopped after a very short gain. Going to say he might have gained 1. He's got to be worn out at this point.
Yeah, he's had a lot of carries tonight. I mean, it's been
Wind's kicking up and starting to play games with the old talker. Clock running after they're going to say he just got beyond the line of scrimmage. I got Savoy with 139 yards on 28 carries. As they're all standing up along the Prospector line, trying to use as much clock as possible. Now the back judge is counting, so they're going to go. Fake the handoff to Savoy. Lamangelo keeps it and goes to the 45, gains 2, 3rd and long.
Yeah, good job by that Lobo front again. You know, they were able to get that stop there. And, you know, this is a big stop for this Lobo defense right here. Again, I know we've said this so many times this game, but, I mean, I know it's this time starting to run out. So if they want to get, you know, if they want to get something or maybe some momentum to push into next week, they got to get going.
3rd down and a very, very long 7. This again, the Prospectors all in a standing position, waiting for the play clock to be counted off. Trying to use as much time as possible, leading 31-10. It's 8 minutes and 23 seconds, and now the count-off begins, but nobody saw it, so Apache Junction will call its second timeout with 8 minutes and 17 seconds remaining, leading 31-10 on Cholo Ford's presentation of high school football on iTalk1067.com.
Since 2006, Beeler Orthodontics has been creating spectacular smiles in the White Mountains. Dr. Beeler and his team Use innovative technology and cutting-edge orthodontics while still providing a hometown experience. From traditional braces and clear aligners to surgical orthodontics, Dr. Bueller works with smiles of all ages. So call them today to schedule a complimentary exam at 928-537-7775 or visit them at BuellerOrtho.com. Bueller Orthodontics. Live to smile, love your smile.
At Varsity Show. Once again, at Varsity Show, listen to the Varsity Sports Show.
Apache Junction.
KDUS, Arizona, Saturday morning from 8 to 10.
With a 31-10 lead.
Go Prospectors!
And trying right now to, it feels as if they're trying to break character by working the clock as much as they can. And needed to come back to the sideline and be reminded of how this works. As now, after the timeout, don't need to worry about it, but Savoy coming out of the backfield to the left. Going to need about 8 yards as Savoy lines up and turns and faces his quarterback at midfield. Pressured, now runs up the middle, bounces outside at the 45, still on his feet at the 40, jumps forward, and is going to have enough for a Comfort Fit Dentures first down on a gain of 10.
Yeah, great hustle there by that QB. Liamolojo, my bad. He's been having a great game tonight, and again, right there, was able to pick up another first down. That was a great play.
Hold the phone.
Never mind. Maybe not. Never mind. Yes, it is.
Is there a flag down? The officials are pondering. Well, now they're walking it back. Personal foul from the spot, and the spot apparently was just in the second level. So this will push it back into Apache Junction territory, and down remains third, I guess because of the spot of the foul. So push it back to the Prospector 46, 8 minutes and 9 seconds left, and now they're winding the clock. Let's see what Apache Junction's plan of attack is. Well, it looks like they're going to go. Lamangelo rolling to his left, wants to throw, slams on the brakes, looking for some blocking help to reverse field, runs away from Munoz. He's still on his feet at the 40. Now he unloads coming back to the near side, where a nice play right at the time of the ball's arrival to dislodge there was Braden Frost to make sure that that was not going to be a first down after quite a scramble there from Lamangelo running side to side in the back.
Yeah, great job by Frost there and Lewis. Those guys stuck with their defender. They stuck with their defense the whole time. That play probably took about 8 seconds, 9 seconds to even, end. And, 8 to 9 seconds it ended later. But, those guys have, were constantly running across that field, and, they were able to make that play.
It was Corbin Dodge, the giant 8th grader, with the great shot there on the sideline. Shout out to the cameraman. As now it's 4th down and 18. Snowflake is expecting a punt as Christensen is back, but Savoy is back there alongside Lamangelo, who's the quarterback, and he's got an awful lot in his bag of tricks, but this one's going to be a kick that's taken by Christensen. Bounces around from a couple of tacklers before taking one for a 5-yard ride to the 30. And that is where the Lobos are going to begin trailing 31-10.
Yeah, now these Lobos, of course, a win, of course, they still want to get that. But, here they want to be able to, maybe get a possession, a good possession, a good drive right here and take some momentum in the next week, Maybe come back, get a nice little defensive possession, defensive stop to end the game. That would be nice, be able to go into next week with some momentum.
Easton Butler's coming out unofficially. He is 8 for 18 for 57 yards. 3 receivers out wide right as he takes his deep drop, trying to set up a screen where it's had by Lerma. Blockers in front of him as he comes to his right, comes over the 40 and is going to be very close to a first down.
Yeah, great job by Lerma and great job by Butler there. Was able to let that screen pop open, was able to dump it right to him. So great job by these, that Lobo duo in the backfield there.
Lerma's first catch as he is again operating as the running back. Butler looking to the far side where he's got clear, caught at the 40, and his knee is down at the 39, but it's another, but hold on a minute. A flag is in the backfield, but this looks like it's understood to be a personal foul against the Apache Junction rush, as the Prospectors are going to add another 15 yards to what was already a 21-yard passing play.
Yeah, that's not a smart play right there. I mean, yeah, you're up. You're up in this game, but you also have to be, mind smart. You guys can't be falling apart like that. So
Claire with his first catch. It's good for 21 yards, and already toward the red zone are the Lobos, trailing 31-10. There's 7 minutes and 10 seconds left, and stranger things have happened. But first things first, they got to solve this Rubik's Cube here as they try to start the draw with Lerma, but that time it was well read, and it's going to be no gain.
Yeah, great tackle there by, let me look for his name real quick, number 70, Alex Ramirez. Was able to shed that block as a nose guard, Not that quick off of your feet, but there, he was able to get that tackle, so good job.
2nd down and 10. Quick toss going out to Claire. Catches this one, head to the far sideline where he runs out of bounds. Gains 6 or 7, makes it 3rd down.
Yeah, big for 3rd down here for both sides. Granted the score, but these Lobos, maybe be able to pick up a 1st down here and maybe even a touchdown. And like I was saying earlier, right now they're kind of just fighting for momentum to go into next week.
3 receivers to the right, including Claire in the middle. Short drop from Butler. Now he's going to run for it. Still on his feet as he bounces off a couple of tacklers and tackled forward. Where is he? He did. Fumble?
I'm not sure.
Well, he was not close to the yard marker as I thought he was. As we're looking at the replay, well, he's already at the line of scrimmage. Got 2 receivers on either side. Butler dropping back, looking to the right. Throws this one, looking for Claire, but it's going to be well defended and knocked down incomplete.
Yeah,
as there for the Prospectors was Elijah Edwards.
Again, we're just looking at the...
Flag comes out late, now another one. And I think that the officials are unhappy with Snowflake sideline.
What the heck just happened?
2 flags are out. There's nothing but Lobo players over there. They both were away from the play. So it's difficult to know what might be stuck in their craw as a result of that. And this was well after the play as well, so I can't imagine that this would provide Snowflake with possession. Now Coach Solomon is getting a word spoken to him. He doesn't seem as if he is receptive.
Again, a reminder that our Prospectors go on the road next week.
The officials have said their piece. Now, both flags picked up.
ALA Gilbert North, over off the 202. November 4th, the Prospectors.
Well, we're going to have to read lips. Unsportsmanlike conduct against Snowflake. And he's been tossed. So at 2 unsportsmanlike flags, is that what I'm understanding? Sadly, premier lip reading died with Vin Scully, and I could not tell who might have been tossed. It doesn't look like they're giving him 30 yards, so they're just going to say that
the result of the penalty is
his
the ball being placed on the 30-yard
infraction
line.
is egregious enough to remove him from eligibility. I can't tell who it is. I'm looking on the Snowflake sideline, and I can't tell. The chain still hasn't been set. So though the Prospectors are ready to go, they're forced to hold up. 6 minutes and 11 seconds left. 31-10, Apache Junction leads. As with 3 receivers coming out wide left, the workhorse is in the backfield. As Lamangelo fakes the handoff, keeps it, now is forced back but stays on his feet and somehow manages to take what was nearly a 5-yard loss and turn it into just 2.
Yeah, good job by Lamangelo there again. He was able to bounce off a couple tackles. A little slow to get up, but, he's been playing. At least in the first half, he was playing both sides of the ball. He was taking back kicks. The guys had a tough game tonight. He's ran for 2 touchdowns.
Snowflake takes a timeout with 5:52 left, trailing 31-10 on Shola Ford's presentation of high school football on iTalk1067.com.
Hey everyone, it's Joe G from Horn Auto Center and the Deuce of Clubs in Sholo. People are saying to me, hey Joe, what's going on with these used car prices? Well, we We have to use live market value when we take people's vehicles in on trade. We're giving top dollar right here at Horn Auto Center, using live market value, what vehicles are selling for in the last 90 days. Horn Auto Center, the Chevy and GMC store that saves you more.
Mike Davis Clinic. DNA Mobile
We're panning over the Snowflake sideline just to see.
Cruise Mobile RV repair.
Well, that I think that they might just be taking a beat. But Garrett Flake, he's just hopped off the bench.
International Resources. Thank you. How about those cheers?
Might be a coach. It doesn't look as if anything is too far out of order. So we don't know. Somebody got tossed on the Snowflake side. That's all we know. They put a little bit of time back on the clock. 6 minutes and 2 seconds remaining. 21-point game as the handoff goes Savoy. Tries to go to the left side where he's going to be gang tackled and brought down for a very short gain. Fights his way out for 2. And now Snowflake calling another timeout, trying to preserve as much as possible, trailing 31-10. We'll take this one as well. It's Sholo Ford's presentation of high school football on iTalk1067.com.
Who sells the #1 truck in America? Sholo Ford. That's right. Not only do they sell it, Sholo Ford is the best place to buy it. Why? Guy Hatch guarantees it. In fact, he guarantees you'll get the best deal on your next Ford car, van, or SUV as well. It doesn't matter what you buy. Sholo Ford has the best deal. Sholo Ford on the east end of the Deuce and at sholoford.com.
And we'd like to thank the folks from Snowflake for making the trip down.
5:52 remaining. Believe the Lobos now have 1 timeout. They're trailing 3 touchdowns, and there's under 6 minutes to play. So it's going to take something, not miraculous, but it will be unusual. Let's put it that way. Deep in the pistol is Savoy. He's rushed for 141 yards. They need 10 here on 3rd down. Fake the give. Lamangelo thought about passing. Instead, he keeps it. Goes over the 35, but is stopped well shy of the yard marker. It'll be 4th and 5.
Yeah, if Lamangelo, if he would have waited a second later, his receiver, Garcia, over here, beat his corner by 4 or 5 steps. Had him wide open, but
going to take as much time as possible. I reckon Snowflake doesn't have a timeout remaining unless hanging on to it for future use, but having used them throughout that possession, I would imagine that they've used their 3. Reminder that tomorrow we're going to be coming at you from from Blue Ridge, where Winslow is going to be making the trip. That could very well be for a playoff berth. So join us as Lamangelo thought about faking that one. Instead, he's going to roll to the right, kick it away. Christensen has to get out of the way as it takes a huge Apache Junction bounce and rolls all the way to the 15. Lamangelo has done just about everything. A real football renaissance man.
yeah, exactly. This guy's been everywhere tonight. Defensive side, offensive side. He's been throwing the ball. He's been getting interceptions and safety. He's been returning kicks back as a kick returner. He's been doing everything.
So the Lobos, who've been playing without Jet McCray since the second offensive possession, got Lewis, who's going to step into Butler's left. Lerma lined up in the slot. Been really trying to get him the football here since the second quarter, as now he's acting as a blocker. Throw the screen out to Christensen, and he's tackled by his face mask. At least that's the way it looked, but no flags come out.
Yeah, I'm not sure. It looks like Christensen, he's a little frustrated there because he should have been.
Gains 3. Lobos again trying to hurry as they only have 4.5 minutes to work with, needing 3 touchdowns and an awful lot of real estate to pick up the first. As Butler looking upfield, but nothing's doing. Everybody's covered, so he starts rolling to his right. Now winds up and throws this one low and incomplete.
It just came out of his hands. Good job by Butler there, though. Was able to roll out to, not his right side, to his left side there, and was able to complete a pass across his body into the middle of the field. He was close. It looked like it came in and out of, I think that was either McCray or Lerma's hands, but
I think it was McCray. As now he's going to join the trips coming to the right. Single man wide left. Oh, no, there's two receivers on either side, but kicked wide, I think, is Lerma. That's the direction Butler's looking. Now tries to get it to him, has him outside the hashes as he runs to the sideline and catches that one for a Comfort Fit Dentures first down. That's actually Ezra Baum.
Yeah, great job there by Baum. You know, he kind of read that situation right. And, you know, he went out of bounds with it. You know, he didn't stay in bounds, so he was able to stop the clock there without, you know, I don't think they have any timeouts yet left, but.
4 receiver set, Baum again lonely on the left. Dropping back and looking to the right. Butler winds up and unloads looking for Claire, but that one was well overthrown, and Tyler Claire looking like he's no longer fond of Elijah Edwards' company.
Yeah, I mean, Edwards has been everywhere tonight on that defensive side. I'm pretty sure he has an interception. I mean, he's got 4 or 5 deflected balls. I mean, he had a great play over here. I mean, over there, my bad. Sorry, on the other side of the end zone, but yeah, he's been everywhere tonight. I mean, these Apache Junction, I mean, they've had a lot of stars tonight, and a lot of guys have came out and performed for them. It's just been a great overall team win for these guys.
4 minutes, 1 second to go, 31-10. Snowflake trailing and trying to move with a quickness. Butler takes the snap, starts rolling to his right, got Claire open over the 35, runs to the 40, over the 45, and then dives over the 50. Has a Comfort Fit Denture first down and a gain of 23.
Great job there by Butler and Claire. I mean, that's the first time we see them connect for a big gain tonight, so good job there by those two seniors. I mean, able to hook up.
50 yards now for Claire, quietly gained. He's moved off to the left, Baum all alone on the right. Butler dropping back, looking left, pressure starting to come as he moves up in the pocket, finds Claire running across the field over the 35-ish. It's going to be a gain of 12 and another Comfort Fit Dentures first down.
Again, Claire and Butler, I mean, those guys have been connecting all season long, and tonight they're finding each other in these last couple of minutes of this game, so maybe they'll be able to pick up a touchdown here and get some momentum going into next week.
Snowflake's only touchdown was had off of Braden Lewis's interception. Lewis been getting some time in the backfield where he is right now, operating as a blocker. Butler, oh, was that dropped? It was.
And out of his hands by a flag, looks like.
Christensen can't haul that one in. A flag back at the line of scrimmage. Probably a blocking infraction, yes.
Yeah, looks like a chop block.
Coach Binkley, and tonight's game will be
that may have been why the Lobos were able to form the pocket that Butler was able to start graduating through. And that's going to make the job even tougher. At this point, I would imagine that there's just not enough time for the Lobos to try and overcome a 3-touchdown deficit. As we got Spider-Man. Maybe this is just a Halloween thing, because I don't believe Spider-Man wears sweatpants. Spider-Man does wear sweatpants, I'm told. Receivers going to the left as Butler has a low snap, but he's able to get his hands on it, starts moving to the left, slams on the brakes, now he's going to try to run, goes over the 40, he's in his own territory where he's brought down behind the line of scrimmage.
Yeah, there again, I mean, great job by it. There was that defensive tackle we were talking about earlier. He had a good tackle over about like their 30-yard line. He was able to shed a block in there. I mean, he was able to chase down a pretty fast Easton Butler there, and, you know, was able to come down with a pretty clutch tackle there for these these Apache Junction Prospectors to end this game. So
second down and a long ways. They got to get it beyond the 30 for Apache Junction. They throw a quick hitter to Lerma, who's able to get underneath that one while going over the 50.
Yeah, great grab there by Lerma. I mean, layout catch right there, and it was a bullet by Butler again. Butler's been throwing pretty hard balls tonight. So
10-yard gain, but that just makes it third down and a lot. Back into Apache Junction territory, though, go the Lobos. As now another little snap had by Butler, looking left, throws this one up for Claire, and it's knocked away and deflected and incomplete. I thought that was going to be Mangelo instead. Lamangelo, beg your pardon. It's Dane Fiddler. So fourth down, and we'll call it 20.
Yeah, this is definitely the. I mean, if they get a first down here, this drive will keep going. Yeah, of course. I mean, yeah. But, you know, after this, I mean, this will probably be the game if they don't convert a first down right here.
2 minutes even. 31-10, the Lobos trail trying to extend the drive. As now blitz shown, squirting through, pressuring Butler. Still he's able to avoid. Get off to the right side. Now he's going to tuck it, run over the 50. He's at the 40. Still on his feet as he goes to the 25 or 35. Now flags are coming out.
Yeah, it looks like a block in the back there by Lerma.
Well, there's one in front of him and one behind him. If this might be an offsetting situation, he's going to have to run for it again. Right now he's 5 yards short. Officials trying to sort this out. The officials there's 3 flags. 3 flags down. So if all 3 of these are against Snowflake, then it's going to be Apache Junction football and the ball game. But boy, there's a lot of confusion between the 3 officials who've thrown flags. So let's see if the microphone's working. And got an illegal shift that's declined. Got a hold against Snowflake. That's declined. And I guess that's all of it. So that'll be it. 1 minute and 49 seconds left. The Lobos without any timeouts. As it winds up being a 15-yard run from Butler and what will probably prove to be the last offensive play.
Means the ball goes over on downs to Apache
And
Junction
Apache Junction will take over at, wow, the 30. I thought that, well, what do I know? The one thing I've come to appreciate is that I don't know nothing. I thought he was about 5 yards further away from that marker, and a timeout will be taken by Apache Junction. We'll take it with them. Minute 49 to go, 31-10. The Prospectors lead on Shola Ford's presentation of high school football on iTalk1067.com.
When you think glass, think Deemer's Glass in Lakeside. Deemer's Glass offers the best selection of quality glass with affordable prices. They do full home window packages, replacement windows, custom shower doors and enclosures, custom mirrors in many shapes, styles, and colors, glass doors and hardware, commercial glass for buildings and offices, skylights, screens, fire-rated glass for your fireplace or stove, window film, and more. Visit Deemer's Glass today on Porter Mountain Road in Lakeside or call 1-888-GLASSMAN.
Apache Junction has, I think it has one more timeout. Had to take that one with 1 minute and 49 seconds left. Lobos can't stop the clock, so they probably just need to take a couple of knees, but now they're going to run it. Savoy going over the 30, still on his feet as he gets over the 35 and is going to run for a 6-yard gain. But now start the clock. It's running at 1 minute 38 seconds. Savoy now with that 6-yard carry is his 30th, and he has 147 yards gained. Apache Junction now backing away from the line, going to huddle up. Something we haven't seen much from either side here today. Next week, Benjamin Franklin's going to be at Snowflake. The Lobos going to be happy to see somebody who's been having a hard time getting a win after these 2 matchups against what became the number 2 team in the power rankings and the number 13 team currently, but Apache Junction set to really jump up the standings after knocking off the number 5 Lobos. Got still one more tough one at Post and Butte. That's 2 weeks from tomorrow. As Savoy trying to go over the left side, stopped after a 3-yard gain. But let's see how long it takes him to set it, because that might do it.
Savoy.
Yeah, I mean, tonight, you know, these Lobos, they came out and they got punched in the mouth really quick. I mean, they went, you know, their defense got smacked in the mouth in that first drive of the game. I mean, a 9-minute drive. I mean, that's a long exhausting drive to start off a game, coming off of a bus ride that's 3.5 hours away. I mean, that's a long drive, but, they came back and they fought, and just especially in the second half. They didn't give up much points. I don't even know. So, but, good game, and statement win here for these Apache Junction, this football team. It's a big, big, big win, so.
After Lamangelo takes a knee, the buzzer will sound. 31-10. The Lobos fall at Apache Junction as the Prospectors are able to run their record to 5-2. Lobos now 4-3 with 3 games remaining. As we will start the post-game conversation right after this. 31-10 is the final. Shola Ford's presentation of high school football on iTalk1067.com.
Who sells the #1 truck in America? Sholo Ford. That's right. Not only do they sell it, Sholo Ford is the best place to buy it. Why? Guy Hatch guarantees it. In fact, he guarantees you'll get the best deal on your next Ford car, van, or SUV as well. It doesn't matter what you buy. Sholo Ford has the best deal. Sholo Ford on the east end of the Deuce and at sholoford.com.
Winning takes focus, preparation, and support. Keep focused on your dream career while saving thousands in tuition costs at Northland Pioneer College. We're here to support your goals and see you succeed. Visit npc.edu to see our programs. An academic advisor will get you on the right path to achieve your educational goals. Northland Pioneer College, expanding minds, transforming lives.
Final score 31-10. Snowflake now 4-3, having suffered losses to Cactus. So no shame in that. ALA Gilbert North, which we were very impressed by their athleticism. Didn't really know what to expect here with Apache Junction, but got a very loud introduction to Gavin Lamangelo and Isaiah Savoy, who are going to go 150 yards for Savoy on 31 carries and 137 yards for Lamangelo on 23 carries. Only 1 passing attempt in the second half for Lamangelo. He's 7 of 9 for 85 yards, and the Lobos just didn't have an answer.
Oh yeah, Lamangelo tonight. I mean, he might have had the best game of his best game of this year. You know what I mean? This was a huge game for them, their team. To come off of and come back and beat this very, very good Snowflake team. Come up and beat them. Punch him in the mouth pretty early and just kept on going and kept on going. And you also have to give credit to their running back. I mean, this running back for these Apache Junction football team is a great running back. Savoy. I mean, was it 155 yards he had tonight?
Yep.
I mean, that's a lot of rush yards, and he had most of them. I mean, 100 rushing yards in the first half. So
if you're looking ahead for the Lobos, next Friday it'll be Ben Franklin at home. Then they got to come down, play Poston Butte, which is, I believe, I lost it. Let's see if this will quickly. They are number 7 in this week's power rankings and are playing Marcos Teniza. So that'll be an interesting one because Marcos is number 4. So you get a situation maybe like the Lobos were, but they got a short week after having to play that tough matchup against ALA Gilbert North. Maybe Poston Butte a little worse for the wear. Then they're going to finish against Seton Catholic, which is just 2-4 on the year. So the Lobos, should they reach 6 wins, I would imagine are going to make it into state, but it's just a little bit of a different trend that they find themselves in where they come into the first power rankings at number 3 and are now probably going to start dipping after suffering these 2 losses, though against 2 very good teams.
Yeah, exactly. I mean, there's no shame. I mean, yeah, the losses suck. Losses hurt, yeah, but you guys lost to 2 very good football teams that, beat you guys fair and square. I mean, yeah, you guys came out hard. You guys came out fast. You guys came out hard hitting, yeah, but these guys are just, these are good football teams. You guys are a good football team, too. I mean, Snowflake's a great football team, but tonight, I mean, they just got played. Last week they got outplayed, but they just got to get themselves together, get these last 2 wins together, and, going to that playoffs with 6 wins is a, pretty big thing. So
take a look at what happened here with our superlatives, especially the Horn Auto Center drive of the game. And we said it was at the half, but the opening drive that went for more than 8 minutes and 30 seconds Looked like the Lobos had him stopped twice, but on 3rd and 12 on the third play of the game, 20-yard pass play to Garrett Garcia is going to extend the drive. And I won't rehash all of the confusion, but it was sure hard to understand, though it ultimately wound up being a 3rd and 10 circumstance that Lamangelo was able to run through to pick up the first down and then eventually run it in for a 4-yard run on 4th down to get the first points on the board. But in retrospect, when they hold on to the football for more than 8 minutes, going somewhere in the neighborhood of 65 yards, it set the tone, and the Lobo defense was not able to recover.
Yeah, they set the tone from the start. I mean, yeah, it was exactly what you were saying. These Lobo defenders were not able to recover very well from that first start. I mean, but it's like we were saying earlier. I mean, they got these 2 last games of this season, to make a pretty big push into these playoffs. So let's hope they can do it.
The Beeler Orthodontics straight line play of the game. Beeler Orthodontics, live to smile, love your smile. I think the play of the game is going to be the first pass that was had between Lamangelo and Garrett Garcia. It was very early in the ball game, and a lot of excitement on the Snowflake sideline when they're facing 3rd and 12 and thinking they're going to get off the field here lickety-split, but they're able to make that conversion, and that kind of just changes the whole tone.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, it turned the tone right then and there. So that was a great job by that Apache Junction offense, and, it was just from there. I mean, they were just doing their thing, so it was a great game for them.
Where are we? Deemer's glass shattering hit of the game. For all your glass needs, call Deemer's Glass 1-888-GLASSMAN. I don't think we saw anything as hard. There it is. Savoy running over and then nearly taking it into the end zone. As that is our Deemer's glass shattering hit of the game. It's rare that we are able to tribute an offensive player for shattering glass, but Savoy had that kind of ball game.
Exactly, yeah. Savoy had a great game tonight. You got to give him all the props and credits to do. I mean, that guy's a good ball player. He knows what he's doing. He knows how to run the ball. He has good vision. He has good footwork, and he's going to carry this Apache Junction team to a pretty well record the rest of this year.
Next up for Apache Junction is ALA Gilbert North. So there's going to be a bit of cannibalism in the 4A East Sky. Lobos still have another chance to try to knock off one of the premier teams in the region here.
Who sells the #1 truck in America? Sholo Ford. That's right, not only do they sell it, Sholo Ford is the best place to buy it. Why? Guy Hatch guarantees it. In fact, he guarantees you'll get the best deal on your next Ford car, van, or SUV as well. It doesn't matter what you buy. Sholo Ford has the best deal. Sholo Ford on the east end of the Deuce and at sholoford.com.
Winning takes focus, preparation, and support. Keep focused on your dream career while saving thousands in tuition costs at Northland Pioneer College. We're here to support your goals and see you succeed. Visit npc.edu to see our programs. An academic advisor will get you on the right path to achieve your educational goals. Northland Pioneer College, expanding minds, transforming lives.
When you think glass, think Deemer's Glass in Lakeside. Deemer's Glass offers the best selection of quality glass with affordable prices. They do full home window packages, replacement windows, custom shower doors and enclosures, custom mirrors in many shapes, styles, and colors, glass doors and hardware, commercial glass for buildings and offices, skylights, screens, fire-rated glass for your fireplace or stove, window film, and more. Visit Deemer's Glass today on Porter Mountain Road in Lakeside or call 1-888-GLASSMAN.
Hey everyone, it's Joe G from Horn Auto Center and the Deuce Clubs in Sholo. People are saying to me, hey Joe, what's going on with these used car prices? Well, we have to use live market value when we take people's vehicles in on trade. We're giving top dollar right here at Horn Auto Center, using live market value, what vehicles are selling for in the last 90 days. Horn Auto Center, the Chevy and GMC store that saves you more.
This has been Sholo Ford's presentation of high school football on iTalk 106.7 KNKI Pine Top and iTalk1067.com. Brought to you in part by
Northland Pioneer College, Ace Hardware of the White Mountains, Deemer's Glass, Beeler Orthodontics, Octopus Car Wash, Mountain Mobile Auto Glass and Tint,
Comfort Fit Dentures, Summit Regional Medical Center, Honda Ski and Outdoor Sport, and Horn Auto Center. This broadcast has been a copyrighted production of iTalk 1067 and Country Mountain Airwaves, a Kopaniki communication station. Any rebroadcast, retransmission, or use of this broadcast without the expressed written consent of iTalk 1067 or Country Mountain Airwaves is strictly prohibited. For more information on this game and other games around the region, go to iTalk